take
Yeah.
damage last time? I can't recall. Oh, right, the fire.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's in. Everyone's ready.
I believe so.
All right. Rather than doing a recap, we're gonna do something different. We will start with Bumble and the Stranger. Last session, Cole and Mina, Solith, and Will decided to head to a building. The Stranger thought it might not be the best idea if everyone runs in, so Bumble, please stay with me on the outside, safely away from all of that. And if they need help, we'll run in to help them. If people, start surrounding them on the outside, we'll help them out.
Okay.
They got to the place. They snuck in. And a few minutes later, fire. There was
Just
fire.
remind me again, why were we going to this place again?
Because there was traces of the person who Cole is hunting that killed his family.
Yeah.
And Saul is, background evil story character. Yeah.
Ah, yes, her ex-stalker boyfriend.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that. But after that, fire. And then, they just... The Stranger just stood there, just bafflement of 5 minutes. Fire. All right. Okay, let's help them. And then they have already made their way out, jumping out a window. And caused a giant commotion to get people to, put out the fire. Used a sending stone to try to communicate where to meet them. Cole said to go somewhere specific, but never said where. The Stranger and Bumble, you spent several hours figuring out where the heck this place is, before the Stranger kicks open the doors, busts in, shouting, "Do you know how long we've been looking for all of you?" And that's
It wasn't
about...
Cole, it was Will. Will had no clue where he was going either.
Yeah, but this is where we will start off the sessions, that you can in character tell Bumble what the heck happened, as well as the Stranger, because he is very confused about that.
The Spectre, yeah, I was about to say that was us testing, right? Last time, yes.
So yeah, the Stranger and Bumble have no idea what happened inside the building. Feel free to, catch them up.
Well, you know how wood sometimes is really easy to catch on fire? That's kind of what happened. I guess. Oh, and Cole might have punched the head off the president, mayor, or whatever.
It was a setup.
Yes.
The whole thing. He knew we were coming. He put an illusion over President.
Mm-hmm.
Simply, I thought was the target before they could cast a spell.
Yeah, he was specifically the leader of the trading guilds or something, right? Like just
the president of the guilds of Venork. The one that is in a political campaign against Stabby Mike.
He also employed fire elementals against us and then made his exit.
Speaking of, Cole punched a fire elemental Myrmidon that is clad in metal armor so hard that they turn them into a tin can. You had to be there for it, but that's a thing that happened.
Okay.
Technically, I did that twice.
I mean, objectively, it was pretty cool. But Cole was also very angry.
I still am.
Well, I mean, okay.
I'm also angry at myself for falling for such a textbook trick.
I mean, if only somebody warned you that there was illusion and magic about, right? Oh, wait, there was. Okay, no, don't give me that look. Now's not the time. I know, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to lighten the mood.
There's no shifting blade. What happened, happened. I killed the guy.
Did your contacts here give you anything? How do we proceed from here?
Right now, I don't know. I've told them everything. Related to this incident, at least I've not told them why we're traveling or what we've lost.
Right. You also did something else, sitting down and thinking back and trying to put pieces together. Concerning Jack, if you remember.
Yes.
We also have a theory. Though I'm not sure how it pans out, because I'm sure there are holes in it, but we don't think Jack is Jack.
And also, Jack that isn't Jack has the sword. My sword.
So is Jack not Jack like the whole time or recently?
At some point between us turning invisible and Jack walking off, I think that's the point that he would have been replaced.
Well, couldn't it just have been the first time he came back without an arm as well?
No, because we were using magic to find him at that point.
Oh,
Would have
okay.
specifically targeted him.
Yeah, okay. It's just because correct me if I'm wrong, DM. You said something about we might think that that's why we couldn't restore his arm because the arm was there already all the time. We just couldn't see it.
If he'd been replaced by a doppelganger, the doppelganger would never have had that arm related to Jack, so it wouldn't grow back.
Okay, I thought it was like.
Replicated him. Well, no, because we used locate person on him, I believe.
DM, you might be muted if you're trying to say something.
Or object, but one of them. But apparently, according to that, it was Jack, supposedly. But divination is not almighty. But there's also the possibility shapeshifter, or there are other possibilities besides shapeshifters that could explain it. But you did not roll high enough for that.
Okay. Well, Mina will say, but whatever it is, and whatever happened to the real Jack, we are pretty confident the current Jack is not the Jack.
So do we want to find the real Jack or the fake Jack first?
We have to find them both.
Yes, but if they're in
Fake.
different places, we need to figure out which one.
We have no idea where real Jack could be. Fake Jack would be in the more immediate area.
If you'd like, I could try divining with my deity to see if we can be put on the right track.
I mean, one fact we do know is that he has the sword, Bumble. So maybe if your deity can locate the sword, then we'll find the fake Jack at least.
Okay. Okay, I'll use one of my omens.
You have that omen still.
Yes, so I'm going to use ability.
Mhm.
And I'm going to pray to my deity. Or the customer service line, whichever comes first. If they could point me in the direction of Mina's sword, please.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I roll religion, don't I?
Yeah, if you had one charge, then you would only use that one.
I will try a charisma check to see if I can give Bumble a D4 to her roll.
There is nothing to roll
Oh, okay,
for this
okay.
one.
Oh, I thought. Oh, God, it's been a while. I thought I had to roll. Okay.
Yeah,
At the mercy.
in point you in a direction. Okay. I'm just going to make sure I get the name right. The Bright Crown District. The sword is currently in the Bright Crown District. That is the place that all of you were, and that entire house fire happened. But currently, at this moment, that is the district it is in. And that happened a few hours ago, so they might still be there in a few hours from now. You don't know, but that is where it currently is.
Okay.
Oh, right, because I thought like last session ended with us going to bed.
Right before.
Okay, okay.
This is right before going to bed, because if you want to change spells for those that can for the coming day, this is a good moment. Because the stranger is also going to say, right now, the biggest weakness that we have is that we don't know much of anything. We need information. Any way to gather information is a good idea. If you have spells for learning things, gaining information, now's a good time to prepare them. There's also a mage college and 2 libraries in this city. If we need to research something, that's some places.
I have an idea. That yellow flower, right?
Hmm?
There must be something significant about that, right? Maybe we can find out what the flower actually is or something at the library. Maybe that gives a clue to who we're up against. If Fake Jack is with this person, isn't that what we're assuming?
Did I have any information about the flower from my previous investigation?
Yes. I have posted it in Discord earlier. It has
Oh,
some meanings, being that it means things like ownership, possession, to own, stuff like that, in flower language. But if there's any other properties of the actual flowers, you can always read
Oh,
up on it or study it.
where it is, where it's grown, stuff like that.
Yeah. Stuff like that you do not know. At the moment, anyways. But there
Is
are
it
libraries.
red flower?
Hmm?
Is it common or rare? I mean, that would have
You
been
don't
one of
know for certain,
the things
but
of looking into it.
it would be very rare. It would be considered a very rare flower.
Yeah, so it doesn't just grow anywhere.
Nope.
From my previous investigations, this isn't something that's just grown anywhere. It's something that has to be cultivated and selectively bred, made
I
it
mean,
harder to become a place of origin.
well, you're the detective. I'm just your junior detective. But maybe growing it requires certain items, certain tools. So we could also visit a botanist. I don't know. I'm just throwing shit at the wall and see what sticks. Isn't that the term that humans use?
Yeah, it's definitely an avenue of investigation, but previous run-ins with herbalists, botanists, it's not it's not a difficult thing to grow if you take the time, but it doesn't, as far as I recall, require any special ingredients. It's just not a common propagator.
Well, Solid, you can speak to plants and stuff, right? Could could you try and is there a way that your druid magic, like you could search for specific plants or something?
Wait, talk to the flower?
You
Yeah, I don't
currently do
know.
not have it, for clarity.
Well, I don't have it
I
anymore.
don't even know if there is such a thing. Honestly, I was just I'm just being
But
meaner.
but yeah, there are
I mean,
spells that can communicate with plants.
you gotta click with the blend and then
Did
talk
I
to
ever
the plant.
check if the flower had a name?
Yes, it does. I don't know if I wrote it up, but I'm just checking if I
Not
did.
that I can see.
Yeah, it's called a Solis.
So it's no, you don't like talking about it, Solid, but how long was he in your life?
Um, I mean, I guess like before I mean, after maybe a few weeks of adventuring for the first time, I was fighting someone, and he, I guess, saved me. I guess he saved me, and then after that, I was with him or adventuring with him for a few months at least before everything went down.
How long ago was that?
Um, maybe before everything went down, maybe 1 or 2 months ago, if I remember correctly. I wouldn't say that was that long ago.
My records, he's been inactive for months.
For clarity, I believe what Cole said is that they were inactive for several months, and after everything was done in the capital of East End, they suddenly just up and left and disappeared.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, my internet's been very spotty.
No worries.
I still don't understand how all this ties into trying to confuse us at the prison, and why they want that guild president person dead. All that stuff. It can't just be like, oh, I'm just messing with you guys. Like, there has to be some deeper motive. Same with the sword. Why? I don't understand.
Considering the thing taken was the box with the hole,
Mm-hmm.
I have to assume that they know what we're carrying. I have an inclination of why they're another player with their own agenda relating to us being here was convenient to them. Perhaps a change of leadership is another convenience to them.
I mean, maybe the guild leader also knows about the boxes. Maybe they are in contact with the one that sent you guys out with the box. Aren't all these things usually connected?
All the trapper guilds were involved, as far as I'm aware, at least from East End.
So maybe the person we accidentally killed might have been able to give us more information, so we're ruining a dead end.
Yes, they
You know what we could do
could have also
is
wanted
like
this to stop me from getting answers.
if we, go rest and give ourselves a chance to swap our spells out. I can grab the spell Speak with Dead, and we can speak to the guy that you killed.
I think he's a charred corpse right now, and I think there's a lot of guards there.
No, there are no guards there. All the guards are asleep.
Oh,
They're
Yeah.
Could I speak to Dead with a charred corpse?
Yes. Their only requirement of the spell, as far as I know, is that they have a head and jaw.
Oh, so they can actually speak.
Mm-hmm. I think I think that's the only actual requirement of the spell.
And I do believe you described Cole punching him so hard in the face that his neck snapped. So, does he still have a jaw? Do we recall that?
You are not 100%. You're not 100% sure, but maybe you broke their nose.
No.
Oh God!
That's I was going to say. The same. As far as I'm aware, they don't need a jaw. They just
the corpse must still have a mouth and can't be undead.
Okay, that might that might work, but technically, what if they started appointing new guards after all the other ones fell asleep? Would the new guards also fall asleep? Is it like retroactive, this spell? Or maybe there's a mercenary company there. I'm just saying that I don't think we will be able to sneak in to get to the corpse, even though I do like Bumble's idea. It's a good idea, but still, I just don't understand how we are supposed to get back to that place.
Two things that you would have noticed. The entire town, most citizens are part of a militia to protect the entire city. There are mercenaries, there are adventurers that seem to have been hired. There are people that have been hired. They have not fallen asleep, even if they have become quote-unquote new guards. For clarity. Secondly, they might not just leave the corpse there. They might move it.
Unless it's completely turned to ash, but but yeah, I guess Bumble's idea is also valid. So we have Flower, we have Bumble's idea. One thing that I still don't understand. The whole box thing. I mean, it makes sense. If they want the box, then to get rid of us by framing us, I guess that's a plan, as any other. I just don't understand why they have the sword, because surely they know I can locate the sword when when I can contact it. I just can't right now, but surely they must know that. So I I just don't. I still don't understand how it all fits together.
The stranger is gonna think for a moment and go, maybe it's not just one person,
You think the cult is involved?
He shrugs. I don't know, but just you said it's Jack who's holding the sword, if I got this right.
That's what the sword said. I mean, the sword could also be lying. It's a piece of shit. So
All right. Let's say that. What were the exact words it said?
oh god. Didn't it just say that Jack has it or something
One of
like
the
that?
questions was who, and the answer was Jack.
Yes.
But the question before that, where are you? Or something in the likes, in the hands, or you were asking a question, but there was an answer before that says in the hands of this vile creature. The answer was
Yes.
something like
Okay.
that before you asked who that creature is, and the answer was Jack.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Maybe the sword knows more than it lets on.
I mean, it's yeah. No, I would definitely think it does.
Or it doesn't know as much as it wants to think it does. But if it's a different creature,
Yeah, like see, I think Mina is like, due to her suspicious nature and being paranoid. I think she thinks that it's up to no good, that it isn't being outright truthful. It might not be directly lying, but it's definitely not saying everything. When she used the contact patron thingy.
mm-hmm.
Wait. Will, why you all? Wait, what are you doing over there?
Brooding.
He's unconscious.
He's what?
He's unconscious right now.
Wait. Okay, I totally did not know that. Will, why are you lying in such an odd angle? That seems uncomfortable.
Why is Will unconscious if he's barely injured? What happened to him?
I guess we have to find out. Okay, guys, I think something is up with Will. Nobody lies like that.
Anybody knows.
Bumble, use your B powers on him.
Yeah, sure, I'll go use my B powers.
The stranger is going to take one of the nuts in a bowl and just throw it at Mina.
Mina rubs her forehead. Oh, come on.
Be nice, Mina. Nicer at the very least.
Okay.
Do I have any kind of sensing abilities to try and figure out what's wrong with Will, or is that nothing I can do?
Medicine is just medical knowledge. You can
Okay.
sense the mark if you roll a wisdom check, but that's about it. It wouldn't give you any information about him. Will, how are you unconscious?
Well, he doesn't have his white dagger. He is cold to the touch. And his other dagger is not there. He is kind of magically, in some states, asleep, even though elves cannot be put to sleep.
Poor guy's all tuckered out, huh?
Did anyone see his daggers?
The stranger points at one dagger that is stabbed into this table.
And that is his black dagger.
Alright, well, I'm gonna grab it,
Bubble, be careful.
put it on his person.
As you bring it over to him, it gets hot. Like, unbearably hot.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just gonna like drop it halfway, like across, just like shit.
I told you.
You okay?
Yeah. It's fine. Can I
He was
use
saying-
like?
Go ahead.
Can I use like some cloth, like as oven mitts or something, to try and carry this dagger?
Yeah, you can find oven mitts here. They might be a bit big, but yeah, you can find oven mitts.
I will say the only person that knows about any of this would be Solith, because she heard him talking before this happened.
I did.
Yes.
Someone didn't listen.
Yep. And we're gonna go with it.
Everybody turns to stare at Solid.
Do I successfully take this dagger to Will though? Like, did the oven mitts work?
Yeah, it's still hot, really hot.
Okay, I'm just gonna fling it onto his body.
The
I will
sharp
fucking
side or the
die.
blunt side first?
Like, you know,
I'll say
when, like,
this. When
you
she
know-
tosses to him, it stops midair, and the dagger slowly starts to rust.
What? I am confused now.
Yeah, Bumble, I don't think that one's on you, just for clarity.
Alright, I'm just gonna leave the dagger where it is. Then it's fine.
Well, that's
It's
weird.
on the ground, rusting.
Well, I have no idea what that is, but he's doing a will thing again, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, well, he does do weird stuff, but I mean, I don't recall him doing this particular thing.
Fair, but does
Try
anyone
to-
have an idea of
You
anything?
speak with dead on him. Will is connected to like this thing called the
It doesn't
the
work
star,
like that,
the
Mina.
star, the star queen or whatever.
It doesn't work like that, Mina.
I don't know how it works. I'm not a magician or whatever.
That's why you should instead ask, does this work? It's...
Well, pull a rabbit out of your hat, funny man.
He takes down his hat, puts his hand in it, and pulls out a rabbit.
Okay, that now I just look foolish. I'll shut up.
And then he puts it back in, shakes the hat around, and shows you inside, and it's empty. Then puts it back on.
God damn it. Okay, I'll go check on him as well. Will, stop lollygagging or whatever. She kneels down and begins pulling at his ankle.
Nothing.
God damn it. Okay. New idea. I'm gonna throw him into the fire. Fire usually wakes people up.
God.
No.
That's just a bad idea. Would you want us to throw you in a fire if you're unconscious because it should wake you up?
I guess. I mean, if I'm sleeping that
Okay.
heavily.
Note to self. You don't get to complain if I ever throw you in the fire because you don't wake up.
Oh, God damn it.
You walked into that one yourself.
Will, the stalk lady is here. She says, like, you owe her money or something. Okay, this isn't working. Why aren't you guys helping? Why are you leaving this to me? You know I have stupid ideas. This is on you for not stopping me.
It's not our fault. I'm exhausted. I'm tapped out. And I'm trying to figure out everything that's happening and reading all of these notes that are so disorganized, people. Come on!
Okay, I'm gonna try
Can we
using...
just go to bed and like rearrange our spells, and then we may be able to find a spell to help Will?
And what if he's a skeleton in the morning? Right? Then it'll be...
Well, I can raise the dead, So we'll have a skeleton pal instead.
I mean, Will does change appearance quite a lot, so maybe he'll appreciate a new look. But let me just try something first. I'm gonna try ritually casting detect magic to see if she can detect what if something is affecting him, something magical.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you decide this, DM, because I don't know what would pop up.
Transmutation. Just
Okay.
transmutation.
It is. She looks towards the stranger. He's affected by transmutation magic, I think. It feels transmutedly.
Okay.
Any ideas?
Is changing, I guess.
Solid, can you still cast your dispel magic thingy?
Mina, don't. And Solith, don't.
Oh, okay.
If you do that without knowing what's going on, you might make things worse.
Okay.
Can we please just go to bed so we can change the spells and maybe help Will?
Sure.
I mean,
Alright.
okay, fair
Alright,
enough.
I'm just gonna drag him in. This room. Yeah. God damn it. I don't have the muscles for
I don't
this.
think
I'm gonna watch
actually don't
this.
think he can carry Will, because Will weighs, let's see, with his gear.
He will take your
He's
gear off
101.
bit by bit until he can drag your ass.
I mean, he's 120 just base. And what's his strength now?
I'm gonna
What are you
look
doing
that
in my
up.
room?
Is there anyone?
Bumble, you were saying?
I'm saying, like, is there anyone who wants to talk to the charred remains of this guy? So I know to prepare to speak with dead.
I mean, I guess it's twofold. If Will is dead in the morning, or if we talk to the charred corpse, I guess it would be a good idea to prepare it, just in case.
Okay.
Yes, a strength of 2.
Yeah, I don't think he can pick Will at all.
Alright, he'll leave you on the floor.
The gust of wind knocked him over. Stranger's biggest enemy, wind.
Oh, sorry, Cole. I thought this room was empty.
Sure.
He's not asleep.
I actually did not know.
We'll just try to sneak
He's
peek.
gonna blush. Fuck's sake. Where's the empty room?
There is no empty room.
We can share a
Everyone-
room, Bumble. It's okay. We can share a room.
I'm sharing a room with Solith. Screw you guys. I'm one tiny person.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see. I don't know why I still have control over Gizmo. I can.
I mean, I do too.
Am I good
Oh,
to press
okay.
the long rest button yet?
I do not know, but try it. Let's see what happens.
Okay, I'm gonna press the long rest button.
I mean, before Mina goes to bed, she's gonna do what Cole suggested. Like she undresses and like sits down, and then with the symbol in her hand, she doesn't as much pray as she tells Alistair all that has happened, and as Cole suggested, she's being as honest as she can be. Or not as she can be. She's being honest.
I'm gonna sort out my spells.
Also, Solith, you are capable of changing spells upon a long rest if you wish to do so as well.
Whee!
So every long rest, if you do not like the spells or find that you don't use particular ones or you want to prepare a specific spell for a particular day, now is the time. Also, on your spell list, I believe I have moved all the spells that are always prepared to the top of
Yeah.
each spell level.
Okay.
Okay, I get up to 14. Okay, so you guys want me to have speak with that, so I'll be fine.
So long rests work. Nice. But yeah, everyone can make whatever preparations they need as part of the long rest. Is there anything you wish to do before you fall asleep?
Win D&D.
While Cole's on his own, we're going to, for lack of a better term, pray for guidance. He's
Alright.
trying to ask whoever's behind all this, the army, whoever,
Alright.
to help him so far off his path. He doesn't know what to do.
Alright. You can roll a religion check.
It's not, oh, that's different.
That's a success. Well. Okay then.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that to work either.
You feel, since you're specifically looking for guidance, you basically get the same thing that Bumble currently has, which is an omen. You can ask one question. You can use it right away to get some guidance of a hint of where to go or what to do. Or you can save on it and get an answer when you need it.
How do I fix this?
How do you fix this? Be more specific so that I can give you an honest answer.
I've been used as an instrument of murder by someone who shouldn't have even known something.
You shouldn't even have known you cut out.
We were coming. Shouldn't have even known we were coming. Mina's sword, yeah, everything is so out of whack. They're looking to me to guide them, to lead them. I can't do this. I need a target. I need a clear goal. Everything else can be put to one side. What must my next step be?
Okay. Okay. Three locations of interest that just crosses your mind. The Bright Crown District Coroner's Office. You should write this up, by the way.
Right now.
Number 2 would be the Mage College. I'm thinking Mage College, sealed section of illusions. Bright Crown District and the Hellhound District, Stabby Mike. These things crosses your mind, and you feel like, as for guidance, these are the 3 places of major note where you can possibly gain the most amount of knowledge and information. Whether it be a fight or questions to be asked or answers to be found.
Yeah. With that, you'll get some cool stuff.
Alright.
Why does it say I have 1 charge of the mark? I think Mina has 0, right?
Yeah.
We didn't regain any.
You're supposed to have 0.
Yes, there we go. I corrected it. Oh, I think maybe it's set to recharge 1 per long rest. Let me just check. Go on, sorry.
If so, be sure to remove that because you are not supposed to have that.
Yeah, exactly.
That mine's still 0 with 3. Just saying, my mark is still 0 with 3.
Yeah. No, I was just checking over my stuff. Yeah, I corrected it. It does say never recovery, so it should be fine.
Alright,
I don't.
done with spells.
I'll be right back.
Am I able to like pray to see if I can refill my omen?
You can do so.
Never mind.
Alright.
I just got
Go on.
stuck in a queue in customer service.
Yeah. You are number 1682. Estimated waiting time 15 hours.
Never mind. Wow, if they can get through 1,000 people in 15 hours, kudos to them.
Yeah.
Although they probably hang up on a lot of them. Okay, I've got a few like removing spells, detecting spells, and then a little bit of healing prepared. So maybe we can figure out what the hell's going on with Will when we see him in the morning. If he is still there and intact and not dead.
Yep. Solith, are you done with any necessary checks to your spells?
Yep.
I asked
I don't
Solith.
have spells, so
Yeah.
I just got back.
I asked Solith and then Will started talking.
Oh God.
Oh no, they're becoming one.
Yeah.
Let chaos reign.
Suddenly Gizmo talks with Will's voice. Hello.
Well, this is
No, I guess it
awkward.
would be British.
Hello, Goff.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I've moved my the spells, the top spells, are the ones I'll be using for the day.
Right. So you have switched the spells that you wanted to the ones that you want to have for the day?
Yep.
Alright. Then you all wake up after a long rest.
Oh, did Mina get any response from her prey after doing the thing yesterday?
Roll a religion with advantage.
Okay, let us see. Religiones.
You feel like there's some that you're reaching out and they might be listening. But you also, well, how much Mina would think of this is up to you, but you are in a city where people might, be praying a lot because of all of their family, friends, lovers, children, parents, brothers, sisters who are currently unconscious. But
Yeah.
you feel like it's at least been sent. Might get a response later.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, I guess Mina will wake up.
Also, remove any effects like the type magic and concentration, since you don't have those right now.
Wait, I did it twice. Okay.
Go. As you come out, you see the strangers just currently sitting
Can
by
I
the
just say
table.
something?
Mhm.
Solith, when you're doing that with Gizmo, it looks like we're throwing Gizmo between ourselves. We're just casually
volleyball.
playing catch with Gizmo.
Oh God, poor Gizmod.
Like just moving Gizmo like left and right, like from in front of Solith to in front of me, and it literally looks like he's being thrown back and forth.
He's a stress ball. A
Yeah.
sentient stress ball.
Mina knocks on the door to where the stranger drag will.
Mhm.
You do hear mumbling.
Will, are you decent? Can I come in?
Yeah, he just stripped naked while he was asleep.
I don't know. He's mumbling. He's mumbling, Bumble. I don't know what that means.
You will hear a language you do not understand. I actually don't know, but I will. How do you change it so you speak a different language, DM?
I don't think we
it's
have
currently
that function.
disabled because
Yeah.
of updates.
What is your languages, Mina?
Common, Elvish, Giant, Orc, Undercommon, Deep Drow, High Drow, and Drow Sign Language.
Holy shit!
No,
you
I mean
understand.
some of them.
Someone who's not very good at diplomatic talks, you know a lot of languages.
He knows a
the-
lot of languages to insult people and intimidate them.
No, I mean, the Deep Drow, High Drow, and Drow Sign Language. I added those for flavor to Elvish. But the other ones are good.
I know
You hear.
Druidic and Sylvan, if that makes any difference.
Nope. You don't understand it, Mina. But the voice sounds somewhat worrying. But you can't understand what he's saying.
Fuck it, I'll use while he starts speaking and Mina doesn't understand. I'll use a spell slot to cast comprehend languages.
That works on.
You, for the duration, you understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear. There we go.
Well, if you would have waited a second, I was going to also speak in Elvish, but all right.
Oh, well,
I'll let you hear him respond. Hold on, give me a second. My head hurts.
Again, a very useful spell for diplomatic talks.
I mean, and Mina also have really high charisma. You have to wonder what the fuck she's doing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm. I'm hearing is if my character dies, I need to make a bard so I can beat Mina out on talking. Got it.
He says his head hurts.
He opens the door and you see someone completely different.
Mina like stumbles back and falls on her butt.
What the hell, Will? God damn it! You could have warned me.
Wait, I thought Will doesn't reincarnate into Henry Cavill apparently.
He is going to help Mina up.
What if I had died? I could have died from like a fright or something.
She accepts his help and gets up.
I thought Will doesn't reincarnate anymore. What's going on here?
He helps Mina up. The dagger that was on the ground is just a pile of dust with a single gem on top of it.
At the door.
Will is going to actually pick that up.
Well, if he dies, he won't reincarnate again, apparently, but he can still be transmuted and transformed, I guess.
Will, I beg of you, this time, could you just please, for the ever holy God in the entire cosmos, could you please just explain what the hell is going on this time? Please?
He actually looks confused.
Oh, God. Cole, Will is doing weird shit again. Come over here, please.
Cole is writing some stuff in.
You know what? Will is going to roll insight on Mina real quick to figure out, like, what.
What did I miss?
Will is right now going to be rolling insight on Mina because he's trying to figure out what's going on because he doesn't know what's going on.
Okay.
I will say if you beat her passive perception, then it will be a thing.
Passive
because
deception.
Oh, passive. Yeah, sorry, passive deception. Yes. Nay.
No, he does not know. He's actually more confused than you look.
Okay, so I guess the others just see Will and Mina just staring at each other like a mouth agape and like looking confused.
Right. While the kids do that, Cole, I have some things. Here, puts on table.
What is it?
What the fuck?
A map of the city.
Okay, near as I can think, they would have taken the body to the coroner's office in the Bright Green district. So probably try and get into the illusion sealed section of the Mage College, see if we can find out anything more about the kind of magics that were called against us.
Right.
Someone needs to look at this Tabby Mike situation.
Right. Alright, well, here and here are the locations for those two at least. As for where Stabby Mike is, currently don't know.
Bright Crown and Hellhound. That's where we'll find him.
Alright.
The Bright Crown district or the Hellhound district. I can put the feelers out around here.
Alright, and how long are they gonna stand like that? Anyways.
Could we please figure out what happened to Will before we go anywhere?
Do you have a mirror?
Actually, I think Mina does have a mirror. Let me check her inventory.
For some reason, I'm not surprised at all about that.
No, I may be thinking of my other character, actually. I'm just looking. No, she does not have a mirror.
Does anybody have a disguise kit or anything similar?
Will does.
The stranger is going to just...
guaranteed to have a mirror.
Yeah, the stranger
Actually,
also just takes out a minor illusion, but goes, oh yeah, they would have a mirror if you are gonna put on makeup. Makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, actually,
there'd be a
I'm
mirror
actually
in
looking right
disguise
now.
kit. there's a mirror in the thieves' tools. There might be a mirror in a tinker's kit, but I'm not sure.
Wait, why do I need a mirror? Do you think he doesn't know who he is?
Right, what class is
That's
Will
what
now?
Actually, Thief Souls
what
does
it
not have
looks
a
like.
mirror. Disguise Kit does not have a mirror either.
Thieves' tools has a
Nope.
comprehensive set of lockpicks. It's a comprehensive set of lockpicks. Does contain
Components. Thief Tools include a small file, a set of a lockpicks. Oh, never mind. It does have it does have a small mirror.
Yeah,
I think it's meant to like
it's for searching
looking.
doors and things for traps and like.
Oh, I thought it was like looking around corners. Like
That too.
It's that as well, but I actually built Thieves Kit for live roleplay, and that was one of the many things in my little toolkit. The easiest way to represent it was a small satchel of like dentistry tools.
Okay, so mirror, or maybe Gizmo, come over here. Maybe he will recognize you. Come here. God damn it. Solid, do something.
He's just rolls forward in a Zen-like state after having been thrown around like a stress ball. And just looks up at me with complete calm, relaxed. Looks at Will. Looks
Will,
confused in a
You
Zen
remember
state.
your wife? You remember your wife, right? And Nina points to Gizmo. No, she doesn't say that. She says, Will, do you remember Gizmo?
Of course, I remember Gizmo, the almighty Gizmo that's mad with power.
Yeah, exactly.
Is this going to go down, pet Gizmo, and give him chin scratches and scratch behind the ear?
Just really happy. Just Zen-like state. Accepts all of it.
But you don't remember who I am?
I know who you are, Mina.
Okay, this is getting weird. Cole, I'm scared now.
Just look in the mirror.
I guess we can just say that Gizmo also carried the mirror over.
Mismo?
He is gonna look at
Gizmo.
them. If Gizmo has the mirror, he's gonna look at the mirror, and he's just gonna go even whiter than usual.
Well, you look.
Yeah, I had that reaction if I turned into Henry Cavill too.
I mean,
But Will, how much do you remember about what you did last night?
Not much. I remember we got back, and I just kind of sat down, and everything went black.
listen.
Yeah,
You really need to lay
kinda
off the
had a
drinks. I'm just saying.
I actually
you kind of
have
had
not
a
been drinking.
hissy whole goddess situation. You destroyed one of your knives, left the other embedded in the table, and then proceeded to fall asleep for hours.
He's gonna check his pocket, and he's not gonna find either of the daggers. All he's gonna have is a short sword and a scimitar on his hips instead.
I mean, even by drow standards, you look pretty okay, I guess.
He is gonna take a deep breath, breathe out, and where is it? Actually, no, he's gonna hold out his hand and concentrate, and he's going to cast this. So I will have those for the day. And you guys do see him smile a little bit as you can see some recollection of like something unlocked in his head.
You're seriously freaking me out right now, Will. But
I'm gonna take a berry and smile.
He'll just offer it. If you go over and reach her, he'll just offer it.
Thank you.
Now, there is... DM, I do not have ownership of the other thing, and I can't edit it.
Yeah, like I said, the
Oh,
importer is not working.
I was able to mainly put a lot of the stuff in and put in the things it could have.
Yeah, you're
I
set
just
to
don't
owner.
have...
There is literally nothing I can do. At the moment, there is literally nothing I can do.
Just testing something. Yes, okay. There we go. Yeah, it isn't refreshing some of my stuff, but yeah, I just do it manually.
Yeah.
There we go. Perfect.
Some of the things have, like I said, broke.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not blaming you, DM.
Yeah,
I was
I'm
just
letting
testing.
Will know that there's not much I can do about it at the moment.
And I will manually keep all that stuff if it will.
Okay, but most importantly, Will, I'm glad you're feeling better, I guess. Do you feel well enough to go out into the town today?
Oh yeah, that should be fine.
Sure. Gizmo, keep an eye on him, please.
Looks at you and then looks at Solid for confirmation.
Go ahead.
Gives Solid a salute and then starts staring at Will.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I guess we'll just wait for Cole to get back.
Bumble, when you did touch Will's hand, it was hot. And I'm going to edit this. And so the feature.
Right. So when the kids are done with that, Cole, so the plan is to take one of these three things, and which one should take priority? Cole?
I'm not sorry, I was away.
No
That's
worries.
just me.
The stranger just asked which one should take priority.
The coroner's office was the first thing that came to mind. That is a distance away. I can put out the feelers here about setting up a meeting with Stabby Mike. I don't know how well that'll go. I don't have a lot of direction, just targets.
Let me guess, we're gonna get stabbed, aren't we?
The stranger just looks at me. The stranger just looks at me. From what I've heard, he is actually not that stab crazy. It's an adventurous title.
I mean, do you guys run around calling me cheerful Mina?
No, grumpy Mina.
There we go, and then people will expect I'm being cheerful then, is what you're saying.
Well, after the other day, I think we were just calling you Murder Mina.
God damn it.
Oh,
Fine.
right.
So coroner's office, while your friends, pals here in this dojo or whatever, gather information about getting us a meeting with Stappy Mike, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. I've also got to see if we can find Stappy Mike. We're probably going to find him here or in the bright crowd. The Mage College is it's another avenue that we need to look into. I don't like how easily he tricked us. Something in their sealed section of illusions has got to help us.
Well, if it makes you any calmer, before we head out, I can like see if I can use my magic to feel around. So if we do run into illusion magic, I can at least give a heads up.
Uh, how long will that last?
I mean, an hour, and then I need, I think, about 10 minutes to do it again.
I think detect magic is only 10 minutes.
Yes. You're right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let me retcon that. Well,
10
I can
minutes
do.
every 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. That's a bad idea. Okay. When we get to our locations, and if before we go in, then I can do it. I mean, it's better than nothing. Don't give me that look. I'm trying. God damn it.
Uh, I was just concerned that trying to keep it up all the way there would, despite not exhausting your magicka, maybe exhaust your endurance.
What do you
Keeping
mean?
that kind of focus for that amount of time, it does take a toll.
I'm spry as a. What is that saying? I'm spry as a badger.
Okay, I wouldn't say hackers are particularly spry. Mostly they're ornery and stubborn.
Spry as a badger and a memory like a chicken. There we go.
Those are not good things.
I mean, I guess.
All right. So the two of them are doing that. All right. Bumble, Solid. All right. Solid. Just so that we know what we have to work with today. What kind of spells do you have prepared?
Let me see. All of them. All of the ones I've picked.
Yeah. He's asking that if you're willing to share some spells with the party for the ones that you have prepared, like what we could make use of.
Healing words, detect magic, pass without trace, hold person, dispel magic, speak with plants, freedom of movement, polymorph, confusion, and I don't know how to say that one.
Yes.
Controversy on how to say that one, unfortunately.
Yeah. Gias.
Yeah, I've always called it DS.
There are various ways. Looks at Will. Right. You can do magic now?
It seems that way.
Alright. What kind of magic do you think you have? What does it feel like?
Well, he can, like, he does have locate object. Let's see what else use for tracking. Does have detect magic, dispel magic. Just if we need someone found, I can specialize in that.
Alright. And once Bumble gets some of this here treat that I have for her, I'll ask her what magic she has. So, corner, first, last. Which one first?
Dead.
Well, I think for anything we need to get married.
But to do that, we have to find her. Besides, if she gets to the south gate, she'll see the message.
I believe I can ask my god a question.
We were talking about Mary, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. We should definitely prioritize getting a message to Mary so she doesn't get tricked. She's out looking for Jack right now.
She might. Speaking of, I guess I never told any of you. Huh, right. So, when you got, arrested at the bar in, Mary was the last one to be escorted out, but I thought about distracting them and, sent a message to one of the guards at random, trying to, spook them. I think she used some magic on them and they escorted her away. I think she got away, but I have no idea where she is.
You definitely need to find her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
While you guys get yourselves ready, I'm gonna step out and see if I can put someone
But Cole, what
on the
about
standing
breakfast?
situation.
But what about breakfast, Cole? I'm hungry.
Here, take this,
I
Mina.
can't.
Take this.
I could eat a lemur right now.
Here, take this.
Okay.
He gives you some bread with honey on it.
Oh God, does Bumble see that?
Yeah, he was giving one to Bumble as well.
Oh, okay.
This is the way out,
I
Cole.
will
Cole, that's not the way
walk
out.
up to Mina, give her a
I
single
didn't
goodberry.
know which door was which.
Yeah.
I hate
We'll
those.
give Mina a single goodberry because good berries can sustain you for a full day. A single berry.
They taste like bad sushi.
It doesn't have a flavor, Mina.
That's the problem.
Mina puts the good berry on the loaf of bread with honey and then munches it.
Mm-hmm. It's surprisingly soft bread with sweet honey on it. And it was warm, kind of like a toast.
Mina dies.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Okay, so Cole went out to his contacts. I guess we'll just follow.
Maybe not, do that. Give him some space to do that. In the meantime, we're going for, and if I got this right, you're going to look for either Mary or something else. Because if you're gonna try to contact Mary, how?
Well, my initial idea was just running around shouting, "Mary, Mary, where are you?"
Please tell
I
me that
mean,
wasn't serious.
I can use my omen to ask my god one question.
Yeah. The question is, though, how specific that gets and if she will remain there when we get there. But still, it's not a bad idea.
I mean, she must have slept somewhere. Maybe we should assume she slept at the tavern we arrived at, maybe?
The one swarming with guards, that was swarming with guards that all of you got arrested at,
I mean,
including her.
Mary's a smart person. She would stay somewhere where she knows we'll be able to find her.
She wasn't there when I checked yesterday, and the cart is also missing.
Oh, god damn
And
it.
so is Dante and Inferno.
Oh no, I'm gonna miss them so much.
Insight.
Fine.
I don't need it.
Insight.
I mean, I think my passive 27 insight can naturally read me enough.
Yeah. It beats my passive deception. Yeah. I mean, Mina, as always, was making a stupid joke. You get the feeling she would actually be sad if something happened to the demon horses. Okay. I'm gonna roll an intelligence check for Mina to see if she can come up with an idea how to find Mary.
All right.
Oh,
Checks out.
Yeah, your initial idea of running around shouting her name in the middle of the streets. I
Still
mean,
remains the best idea.
yeah,
she has.
that is your currently best idea. Which, I mean, I'm not gonna kick you when you're down.
I mean, if we need to hunt for anything that's plant or animal related, I can also do that. And I get a 5-mile ping.
I mean, technically, humans are. No, oh no, wait. Mary's like we all animals technically, I guess.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry.
No worries.
Okay,
Also-
let me specify a beast, like Gizmo, and he just kind of holds up Gizmo.
Yeah.
Well, then search for Dante and Inferno then.
Actually, that might be a good idea, the stranger says. Anyways, here, Bumble. Breakfast. A warm toast with honey on it.
Oh!
I hope it makes you feel a little bit better.
I just sit there and I lick the toast. Like, you know how children don't like to eat the vegetables?
Yeah.
So, like, I'm just licking the toast.
If you don't eat the bread, that means no mead later.
I just chew on the end of it, like
Oh god. Oh, this just reminds me of something like when I used to work in a kindergarten. Never mind, that's another story for another time. But a child like kept eating like the condiment or whatever on his bread.
I need to look at something.
All right. But the
Okay,
stranger...
so where are we going?
Yeah, they were talking about that, and then they brought up Mary and trying to find her too. Which the stranger was going to ask you what spells you have prepared today, so that everyone has an idea of what they can use to, expect to use.
Okay, what's in Bumble's magic book today? Let's see. The fuck's my character sheet? There we go. We have Command, Cure Wounds, Detect Evil and Good, and then we have Hold Person, because I feel like I might have to hold Jack, fake Jack, whatever. Prayer of Healing, and Spiritual Weapon, of course. And then I have Clairvoyance, Life Transference, Remove Curse, Speak with Dead, and Spirit Guardians. And then I have Dawn, Dispel Evil and Good, and Always Insect Plague.
Alright. That's a good spread of abilities with this. We should be able to gather some information too.
Can I have a headbutt, please?
Head pats.
Thank you.
Alright. So, finding Mary, finding Jack, finding this Bill was it? He looks over at Solith. Gathering information at the library or the Mage College, the Undertaker, and finding Stabby Mike. Cole, you're free to return.
Okay.
The question is only if you're just asking them or are you paying them?
Oh, Cole has no problem throwing money at a problem.
All right. How much do you invest in getting palms greased?
Uh, 8 gold with a promise of 10 gold if it's resolved.
Alright, you can remove all of that currently, and they accept gladly. Because they will hold those 10
8
gold.
And
Go ahead.
so the 10 gold is being paid in a platinum piece.
Yeah. Their eyes go wide as the
there is no question on Cole.
Yeah, just the entire pugilist school just groups up and just stares at this one platinum piece wide-eyed. And then you have to look at Cole.
I want you to all remember
yeah, go on.
that this person has made me a murderer. I have no problem throwing money at this problem. But what they have done is an assault on the very nature of pugilists.
Make a persuasion check. With advantage.
Oh, God. I really need to invest in this.
Yeah, Cole, you're in another room, right, when this is happening.
Yeah,
oh, God.
Yeah.
They are all just, they are half listening because they're enamored with this platinum piece, but they go, yeah, sure, totally, we'll help. And you have a feeling that, yeah, they are going to earn this platinum piece. They are all highly motivated in getting you a meeting with Stabby Mike.
So I'll come back and tell them that I've got people on it this end.
Right. So, trying to find Mary also was brought up. So, 3 places or try to find Mary. He thinks and goes, you could ask for guidance, Will, right? Or something.
Yes. I can also search for the horses.
Yeah, but the question is, I'm going to take you, as he will put a map on the table, so that you can all see it. I'm going to move you to the city map. You're currently up here in the pugilist school. The Hellhound Ward. Oh. That's because you were not here last session, so there we go.
Small.
There we go.
Thank you.
You're all up here. Stabby Mike is usually staying around the Hellhound Ward and the Bright Crown District. There is in the Bright Crown District a more than one undertakers and the like, where bodies would be preserved. The Mage College is up here. Gotta get the district name right. The Lion's Farthing District. And you don't know where Mary is. But those are your current ones. So if you ask where Mary is, you might get a district that she's currently in. But these are huge districts. So, do you ask where Mary is at this moment before you head out?
Upstairs.
Hmm.
No, that's updated.
Yeah. Do you ask where Mary is, Will?
Well, is that what we're going for right now? Is getting Mary? Everyone agreeing on that?
I mean, I think from Mina's perspective, like it's important we get to her before they get to her, right? Because they can trick her since it's not the real Jack. So I think Mina is her priorities is always with the party, worrying about the party. So yeah, I think Mina will definitely say that's the thing.
I could ask to make it a little bit easier, and instead of just saying where is she, ask what district she is in.
But the districts are really huge, right? So,
well, we can do that and then head to that district and search that district with, say, locate. Try to locate them.
DM, how many people did you say lives in the city?
More than 60 million.
60 million. So, and seeing how many districts there are, I mean, we are speaking like each district holds more than 1 million people if we just divide them evenly, right? So it would be like going into a huge city and then finding a random person. Is my point.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think you need to be more specific.
Well, you get a rough estimate. We can go from there. Otherwise, we may just, if we say, where is she? We'll just get, oh, she's in this building. Well, then we have to figure out what building that is. Granted, we could ask around if people know where that building is, but there's always a chance that that could fail.
Way to track her location instead.
I mean,
Would that be a possibility?
I
I don't know the limits of these things.
Locate person or creature would be 1 mile if it's that spell. But it is concentration for up to an hour.
I do not have a locate person, I don't think. But I do have locate object. And that's 1,000 feet.
Yeah. The same as locate person. But there are limitations with this spell. Remember that to read the details, because the fine print matters. But you currently, like the stranger will point out, we don't have enough information. Either you ask where she is and then we make a decision, Because maybe she's further away than the college or the Undertaker. She might be all the way in the Crown Borough district or the Golden Coin Farthing, for all you know. So we can stand here talking about it, we can find out where she is, or we can head towards the somewhere and then ask on the way.
Well, I can also could she be with the caravan?
The cart, you mean?
Yeah, the cart. If so, I would have the Dante Inferno, and I do have ritual cast of locate animals or plants.
But if she's hiding them, then they might be...
There's description of the spell is describe a name or specific kind of beast, plant, animal, or non-magical plant. You learn the direction and distance of the closest creature or plant of that kind within 5 miles, if there are any present. So, even if she has it hidden,
there are things that foil divination. She literally has a spell she sets up before you set up camp. So, it's not an absolute. But even if you use that, you'll have to go somewhere to start looking. So, what are you all doing? You can always vote.
Mina is on Mary.
But keep in mind, you don't know where she is, so where are you gonna start looking for her?
Well, that's where the omen will come in. That's why I was saying the districts would be the best option. Then we get a rough.
Yeah. Even if you ask where she is, you will probably get a district name. I've said this. Or maybe I was muted, but that's what you would get.
You know my teleport ally ability, what's the range on that?
30 feet? 60
feet?
Oh,
never mind. Thought maybe I could just teleport to Mary, but never mind.
That would be an incredibly powerful ability. Like, game-bustingly powerful if you had that. Just saying. But it would be awesome.
We have 2 districts. We know we have We don't know where Mary is. Finding Mary is incredibly important. Yes. Don't know how we're going to go about it. If we can reach out to her somehow or find out where she starts to sing, that's at least going to help us track her. So there's asking where she is or where she was last seen. Where is she heading? Anything like that. Give us an idea. Maybe you could ask where can we wait to come across her or something like that.
True. I think that'd be actually pretty good. What is the best location to wait to run into our friend Mary?
Something like that, yeah. I have no idea how we're going to get access to the sealed archive page.
All right.
Or something that yeah.
I mean, it's a good idea as any.
I'm short of suggesting the stranger pulls rank on them. I don't No one would get us in.
The stranger will say that it might not be the best idea if I enter that place. If I happen to know someone, or worse, someone knows me there, that could become a problem.
I slowly pull out a disguise kit.
Alright, come on, do it. He just sits down, bring it. Make me unrecognizable and make me prettier than a French girl.
Oh,
I
God.
will. The thing is, I'm actually proficient in disguise kits now. I will dress up a stranger. Let's see. Would it be what would I need to roll, DM?
That would be disguise kit.
Well, intelligence, wisdom, or dexterity.
This would be charisma.
Oof.
Yeah.
All right. No, I don't want to Oh, I'm going to delete that because it's pulling up intelligence. All right, I will see if it'll change it in this. Oh, hey, it's charisma, public role. It'll be +1 because of it getting the +1 from the item being a +1.
It's not perfect, but it's definitely passable. As long as someone, doesn't come and, tug on those ears of his. There are gonna be,
And if only
if someone...
I had guidance.
I guess not. As no one helps Will with the guidance.
Oh no, I will do charisma check to see if I can give him a D4.
That is a success.
Yeah, I could just give him guidance, and he will have a definite D4.
Yeah, you can also do it, Bumble. Yeah.
Yep.
There you go. You got D4. I keep forgetting.
19.
I cannot see because that is private. So 19.
Because I was testing.
Yep.
Testing things.
It is pretty good. As long as no one comes and, tries to touch his face, he is pretty unrecognizable. You all recognize him because, you've been around him long enough. But other than that, pretty good.
Yes, it's funny. Ha ha, I squeak.
No, it's so adorable and unexpected.
Oh.
That's why I wasn't laughing, and for some reason I cannot get that to stay at 1 out of 1. It's weird. But yeah. So, alright, if I'm going there, I'll keep a low profile.
So, my stomach
walk.
might end up having to disappear. I've been having a pain in my stomach, bro.
Alright.
If I disappear
If
without saying
anything.
Alright.
Oh, yeah. It's okay. Your health's worth more than the game. So, stranger, just don't walk in front of Mina. Just walk behind her. She'll draw all the attention.
I mean, I can disguise myself as well. Maybe that's
your acting skills aren't amazing.
I mean, I'll just keep quiet. I'm good at being quiet.
Mina, as much as I appreciate this, and I just want to point out, it's a mage college. They are full of magic. Magical disguises are not the best idea to use around mages. That is why I was having Will use this non-magical disguise. But thank you, I appreciate the effort.
Do you have some
Well,
like cat ears, like like those cute ones? Like I
pull
can
out
put
the
those on
disguise
my
kit again.
You do not currently
Will
have
just
those.
has like a somewhat evil smile, like I'm gonna have fun.
Fine, do your worst. It's gonna be horrible anyway. God damn it.
This is where he nat 20s it.
God.
Not charisma, normal.
Do you wanna give him a d4? And yeah,
I thought the DC was 15.
no.
Okay.
Spell level. 10 plus spell level.
Oh.
Cantrip
Okay.
is 10. 5th level spells
All
is
right,
15.
so a
Ah.
D4.
Yes.
It's pretty decent. As
Okay.
long as no
Okay.
one smudges, the face paint. Because he had to use a lot to, cover your skin. So as long as you don't, show what's hidden underneath, your
No, I found
stuff.
I found the perfect gift.
Oh no.
Yeah, mages wouldn't flinch at that. There's a bunch of eccentrics there. Alright. Good, we're in disguise. Are you gonna ask about Mary, or are we heading somewhere?
I think that's the big question. Are we going to, you said the college, and then, or we can use my omen for
Might as well
Mary.
ask about the coincidence being right on the path.
You were cutting out, Cole?
Might as well ask about Mary. It might be on the path we're choosing.
Should, well, let's specify it so we can get the best answer out of it. Should I ask where's her location, or should I ask where's a possible place we can go to meet up with her?
That is
Ask
a
where the
vague.
fuck is Mary? Do it angrily. Gods love when you're angry with them.
I'm
If
just
you
gonna shoot a
betray
look of
your
disappointment
gods,
at
look
Mina.
up towards Mina.
You know what? I'm just gonna kind of look at Mina, and as soon as she looks at me, I'm gonna cast a light spell on her.
Oh no.
As what?
Liked.
As soon as you look at me, I close my eyes and I turn on. You get flashed.
Oh, like
And
solar
I think that's
flare.
it.
Solar flare.
I just give you a quick blinding,
It's a dex save,
just because.
but yeah,
What save?
you can do a dex save to shield yourself from getting blinded.
I guess acrobatics doesn't count. Let's do.
Lucky I don't have daylight set.
Oh.
Yeah, you get temporarily blinded for a turn.
Oh god damn it. Oh.
Alright, but how are you asking, Will, then?
So should I just ask for district guys, or should I ask for? Like, I want to make sure I get this right. So district will give us roughly where she's at, and we can use spells to find her through that.
You can also roll a wisdom check if you would like to think about a good way of phrasing it.
I will gladly.
Asking about district
lot
is
of
one
nights.
option. You can also ask her for a specific... The individual districts are the big ones, but they have specific street names and stuff like that, so you can ask about things like that too, if you want to be very specific. Or specific buildings. Or on this map that you have in front of you, and hold an object, where is Mary? Drop said object. You can be creative.
That is true. I am going to pull the map out.
The map is already out, Will. It's right here on the table.
I'm pulling it away from everyone. I'm pulling it right in front of me.
No,
I'm
don't pull
like,
that map. I paid for this.
I'm just going to pull out, just going through my whole entire inventory, and I'll reach and pull the necklace off my neck, the one that Mina made. And I'm going to swing it around the map. I'm going to use my question, where is Mary? And I'm going to use and pretty much what you said, have the necklace figure out where Mary is.
It ends up right here. In this area is where it touches down on the physical map.
Alright.
She is
Well,
currently
guys,
around
she's
there.
around the college. I think we should get moving.
So,
Alrighty.
Okay.
And as we start traveling to him, I'm going to use my background feature. Where is it? Features, where is it? We move twice as fast in the cities.
Alright. That is good to know. As you are walking around, there are town criers that are, calling out the news that the guards are still not waking up. And there is the public criers that are shouting at the political, propaganda and news of the two contesting politicians, Savvy Mike and President Halle. And you don't hear any news about him being dead yet. No news of the fire. Maybe it hasn't spread, or maybe it's being prevented from spreading. I do not have a particular map for the Magic College at the moment, because I'm still uploading it. It's being ornery. But when you get there, what do you do before you actually enter the grounds? Or on the way there?
We stop and get ice cream. So Mina can be quiet.
Mina will gladly go and get ice cream.
Yeah.
Oh, don't even talk about ice cream. It's making me feel cold.
Oh no.
oh, just be on fire there. Suspicious. Watching that.
Yep. A perception check. As you are taking stock and looking around, you don't spot anyone following you. You also don't pick up any scents or sounds that are repeating. You are fairly certain that there's currently no one following you. But it's also kind of an eerie sensation because you expected someone to, maybe. But there isn't, as far as you can tell. Yep, everything will be fine.
All right.
So, nothing else before you head in?
No. Wait. Mina will ritually cast detect magic. I mean, but specifically searching for illusion magic. I mean,
You don't
I know
get
it's
to
kind of.
pick.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
You start casting it before heading into the Mage College. And as you do, there is heavy abjuration along the entire wall of the college. Abjuration everywhere. Which is just protection. Protection magic everywhere. I don't think anyone here is surprised by that.
No, I imagine a bit like Hogwarts, the shield wall or whatever. Something protecting it. Yeah.
Hey, Mina, did you give Mary one of the necklaces?
Of course, she's part of the group.
Well, I can actually search for that.
Will
I
roll an intelligence check. You might. Yeah, just.
Sorry.
No. I'm just. You take a moment and go. Using magic in a mage's college shouldn't be that big of a problem. But they probably have protections here to prevent people, from using scrying spell into, into their college. Like, preventing students from entering and exiting places they shouldn't be.
I'm not gonna say that out loud. I'm like, that might not work. They might have counter spells for that. I'm not saying anything. We'll just search in there. The old-fashioned way.
like yelling, Mary, where are you, Mary?
Yeah, you can try.
You could try screaming Bloody Mary 3 times, see what turns up.
Oh no.
You see a whole bunch of very young magic students all just look at Bumble and go, "Oh, a fairy!" And wait, what? They start talking amongst themselves of, is that a summoning ritual? And they are taking you very seriously.
I'm gonna cast a spell.
Which
I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy to make Bumble's eyes
that only affects you.
glow. Oh, that's a shame.
What were you gonna do to my eyes?
I was gonna freak out the kids.
I mean, my eyes are like
flash,
pure, or my eyes are like pure black. So
they would flash like white, like you're just casting something on them.
uh
Just a random color, just freak them all out. But I can't. It's a shame.
I mean, like if anyone like stares at me, I'm just gonna like smile at them, but you know that like creepy smile that Anya does in Spy X Family?
Yeah.
That smile. And just in case anyone doesn't know what that looked like, let me try and find that.
I think we're all heading into the college, though.
I will smile at them like this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna do the head tip to the side and just slowly.
No. The head. Don't eat it. Just that.
Yep. There are plenty of people that are paying attention to this group of a thuggish, from their perspective, bruiser, a weird-looking elf, another weird-looking elf, and then a third weird-looking elf, and then there is, you know, the normal-ish looking elf, and then
Henry Cavill just walks in. I'm surprised there's no like group of gaggling girls around Will right now. They're all students and young girls. They should be like, oh my god! And then like there's a fucking topless buff monk here, and then there's Henry Cavill, and then there's whatever everyone else is, you know?
Yeah. They are wizards. Most of them are very shy, introverted, loves reading books, and are stereotypically bookworms. But yeah, you do get looks. Like, a lot. And giggles, and some are swooning, obviously.
But if anyone like swoons near Cole, I'm gonna fucking stare at him with like a... just gonna glare at him.
Yeah. It takes them a good 30 seconds before they realize that you're glaring, and then they get freaked out by that and just shuffles along.
I want to crawl up Cole's like leg and hip and stuff and sit on his shoulder.
Yeah, you do.
Sorry, Cole, you're really quiet and cutting out. I'm struggling.
Sorry. Cole is just focused on making sure we're not being followed. He's
Okay.
being watched for someone.
It's giving Yandere. How dare you?
Mina shouts,
roll a perception check to distinguish anybody that, other than students, are gleaming at us.
From a perception check, only students. But insight or investigation.
I guess Mina will just straight up ask the students about if they've seen Mary.
Some students just go up and look at this elf lady that just walks up and goes, "Who?"
Well, she's a half elf, and she's really young, about as young as that one.
And she points to Solith.
Thereabouts.
Amongst this group, there is... I'm just gonna see. There is one half elf there. Goes, "Yeah, my name is Mary. Can I help
Damn it,
you?"
okay. She isn't a loser like you guys, okay? She's pretty cool.
Cole's just gonna walk up behind Mina and just kind of flick the back of her head.
God damn it.
They have their own problems, but it's their idea to overcome them. That's why they're here, to overcome their problems, become a better person. And learning magic is one way that they can express themselves, Mina.
Some of them are swooning at Will, not listening at all. The other ones are just glaring at Mina. One of them attempts to cast a spell on you, Mina.
Oh, fuck.
There is no saving throw. And they just start smiling and get the other ones to laugh and giggle and point at you as they then leave. Still swooning on the Henry Cavill lookalike.
I hate this place.
Yeah.
Wait, as a reaction, can I give protection to Mina?
The only thing they did was cast Prestidigitation to have Loser written on her forehead in glowing pink text.
I don't care about that. That's fine.
Aw.
You can have that.
What? What? Why are you looking at me like that?
It's like someone basically put "kick me" on a piece of paper and stuck it to me in his back.
Yep.
I will burn this entire place to the fucking ground.
Everyone turns
you will
and
not.
becomes very hostile towards me now.
Oh
We
god damn it!
barely walked into this building. Oh my god.
I am okay. Inside thoughts. Inside thoughts. Okay.
Really, you can't take it back. The DM's already made a reaction.
Oh
Yeah,
god damn it!
They're just paying attention to this crazy elf shouting about burning this place down.
Like,
And
if you want to like say something in your thoughts, like make sure to tell us you're saying it in your thoughts before the DM goes, right, the entire room, roll initiative, you know.
I mean, I'm just playing Mina. So, okay. I forgot what I was about to say. I hate this place. Get me out of here.
Is there a perception there?
Can I like try and calm everyone down by saying like, oh, don't worry, it's just she has that reaction whenever she sees a spider. She doesn't mean you guys. You know the saying where you want to burn the house down because there's a spider there.
a persuasion or deception check? Question
Oh,
mark.
Mina will chime in. Yeah. I saw a big mean spider, and it was very mean.
Persuasion.
Or deception.
I mean, Bumble, do you want to aid Mina instead? I have pretty high deception and persuasion.
This is Bumble leading this, but you can help her.
Okay.
I'll do
myself one separate.
I'll
then.
do persuasion. I've got +6 with persuasion.
All right. Both of you roll.
I'll do deception.
Yeah. Some of the students start immediately looking for spiders. You see some of them preparing cantrips. Some of them seem to agree with the sentiment of, we don't like spiders, let's burn this place to the ground. As the crowd stops paying attention to me and up with, yeah, that actually makes half sense. While there are some that are staring at me now that apparently seem to like spiders.
Right. Can we move on before people actually start to think we're here to kill them or something? Like,
Okay.
do we
Is there
go? Well, just
Is there an out desk or reception?
You look at this tower, literal tower inside of the city that is several hundred feet. Several hundred feet is an obvious one. Several dozen floors high, and then you see one smaller building in front of it. You have a pretty good idea of where you should probably go.
Yeah, absolutely.
They point out that this is a place for mostly small administrative stuff, but yeah. It doesn't have a help desk, but I will move you to the map.
Maybe I'll keep getting disconnected and connected.
I had it once. Oh, there it is again. Oh, never mind. You just changing maps. Olive, are you okay? You kind of just singing to yourself.
Oh no. She does that. that's a solid thing.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Why the fuck?
Oh, all right, tripod, come here. He wants to get into my pocket.
We are already inside, right?
No, you're just
My
outside.
pocket.
Oh, we are outside. Okay. Close this door.
Oh,
I mean, you can't open the door. It is unlocked.
Yeah.
you're a good boy. Oh, you're a good boy.
Eat it.
Bumble just. Bumble is
Sorry.
just. Don't worry, Bumble is just enamored with a familiar cat that is right outside and they're cuddling.
Sorry, Tripod actually likes it when I talk to him like that.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Does my mum say? I'm going to miss Shadow this year. I'm not in the months for Christmas.
DM, your walls have broken again. I can see Mary.
The
Oh, no.
fuck?
I can see her,
Yeah.
Mary, and her two sexy companions.
Oh, that's
Oh, yeah.
because you share a vision. Oh well. Just pretend you don't see it.
I won't mitigate it. Don't worry.
If it helps, I can't.
There. That should fix that. Oh well.
Excuse me, we're looking for a friend of ours. Last we heard, she was headed in this direction.
He looks up and then takes one look at you and raises an eyebrow. Right. Hired guard. Looks at the rest. 3 elves and a fairy. He immediately goes wide-eyed.
She's a bee, goddammit.
What? No, I'm a fairy. Like, why is everyone reacting like this to me being a fairy? Like, what's the issue with me being a fairy?
Oh, no issue
No,
at
we
all,
mumble and
miss.
just whisper. It's not normal.
We're just an eclectic one.
Oh, miss, there is no issue at all. It is simply one doesn't meet a lot of fake creatures just wandering the material plane that often. You're a rare sight. But it is
Looks at
lovely to
3
meet
elves.
you. Elves are common enough. But the fairy.
I just
That's
blush a
Our
little bit.
friends-
Like,
Our friend's name is Mary. She's about that offered description of her.
I see. Currently, we do not have anyone with that particular description, and we do not have anyone on record by the name Mary Goodwell.
She also wears a
Incest.
necklace like a necklace like this. Mina dangles her own necklace.
And he goes, "My apologies, miss, but we have thousands of students here. I do not know what each and every one of them individually are wearing."
I'm sorry, do everybody wear Electrum necklaces? I thought Electrum was hated. I thought it was a niche.
inside out MDM.
Yeah. He
Jesus
genuinely doesn't know. He sees thousands of students every day. He is not intentionally hiding or deceiving you. And he just looks at me and like, so it's a rare material that most people don't use. Why would I automatically pay attention to that?
I mean, I just assumed you were a person that wasn't an idiot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the assumption. I'm sorry.
I apologize, my companions.
Mina, can you do us a favor and
She is
stop
slow.
insulting people?
I get it. She is slow and has trouble keeping her mouth shut when she should.
Enthusiastic, impulsive more than slow. She's actually quite sharp-witted when she needs to be.
Yes, do not worry. This is a mage college. We have all types here. You should just see the bards classes. Oof. They throw vicious walkers at each other all day.
Above my pay grade. I'm just, the hired muscle.
You're free to look around this particular area. Other than that, I
appreciate it. I mean, we might be here early as well, so perhaps while we're looking around, if she turns up, you could point her in our direction.
He thinks about it and goes, I do have an idea. He puts his hand on a small orb, and like a PA system, playing out in a mall. There are some people here looking for a Mary Goodwell. I repeat, there are some people looking for Mary Goodwell. Please come to the entrance for... And he goes through a very official and, if you were the kid, you would be totally embarrassed being called out like this situation.
I was actually maybe this won't work. Like, can I do a performance to see if Mina can draw a drawing of Mary?
Yeah.
The stick figure with the skirt or something.
Yeah, sure.
There is a toolkit for that.
Yep, there are painter's tools, so you can roll. Since you don't have painter's tools, it wouldn't be performance. It would just be
Dexterity.
Yeah, dexterity.
Okay. Mina just he just takes I guess there's paper on the desk or something. She takes it and a quill. She tries to draw Mary. Straight up dexterity check. Okay, here we go.
You hope that's not the expensive paper.
It's just a stick figure.
Yeah. The worst thing you can do is create an animated and living stick figure.
You know what he should do then? He should be like, if you needed some coloring paper and crayons, there's the children's section over there for the waiting room.
He just looks at me and then looks at the paper and goes, just sighs.
Okay, a little bit slow.
God damn it.
The worst part is try traveling with her.
Yeah.
He gets a genuine look with that insight check. A genuine look of just, you have my sincere condolences. He feels bad and sorry for you.
I don't like this place.
Thanks to your assistance, we'll try to be less disruptive this week.
Don't worry. If she ever picks a fight with the wrong person, she'll find out real quick. Oh, one thing, just I have to say this, and it's part of the job. We are not responsible for any of you dying as part of going where you shouldn't or opening the wrong tome. So if it says stay out, you should stay out. And if she pisses off a transmuter and gets turned into a potted plant for the rest of her existence, that's not on me.
Is there a waiver we need to sign, or like the fuck?
Nope. Points at the sign above this door.
Your mom is the potted plant.
Oh, we'll be celebrating, so you don't need to worry about that. I will hand him a good berry, and then keep walking.
You know, you remind me of when little old ladies give like hard candy to like the bus driver for a good job.
Oh God.
He takes out a pearl from his desk, puts it to his forehead, and starts identifying the berry before he eats it. Nom nom nom.
That'll cover you for the day.
Yeah. Yeah. All woe be those that pass this point defense. Yeah. With a very small text when you squint, where it says, with various phrases like, if you read cursed tomes, we are not responsible for any curses placed upon you, and goes through a full legal document as you look up and see this entire part. The roof has this tiny little scrawling of a legal documentation that by stepping through this doorway, you sign a waiver. The college is not responsible for your disintegration.
A lot of wizards' colleges found out that getting this sculpted in by an expert was cheaper than covering lawsuits.
Yep.
Alright, so shall we get on with finding Marina?
Yeah, but I am going to have to disappear quickly, so.
God, I don't know.
Yeah, this map is awful for making it fit. It's just...
I'm going to relax, and I'm going to sense the mark.
Roll a wisdom.
Wisdom check.
Yep.
Normal roll.
Oh.
Of course.
You don't sense anything. You don't know if it's your change that has changed this. That it feels off, different, weird. Alright. While all of you do that, following traditions, high fives the statue. Alright, come on everyone,
Sorry,
high five the statue. Don't ask.
Can someone lift me up to the hand of the statue, please?
Sure. The stranger lifts you up and holds you in front of the statue's hand.
I just give it a good little, you know when you hear like a little pitter patter of a puppy's paws on the floor, you hear a little tap on, and I try and smack the hand as hard as I can.
Yep.
Strength check. See if she breaks it.
Oh no, she ain't breaking that. Speaking of Mina, this entire place is full of abjuration, illusion, enchantment, even some evocation, necromancy, and divination. There's just magic everywhere.
I can imagine Mina dropping the spell because all this is just giving her a headache trying to search for all this magic as they walk. So she's just oh, God, I hate this place. And she drops the spell. And she looks to she just puts a finger in the palm. Blip. She doesn't high five. She's boop.
The statue slowly turns to look at Mina.
Oh, God damn it, not again.
It just stares at her. Nothing else.
Fine. She high fives the statue.
It high fives back.
Kill me. Please.
I hold up Gizpod to it.
Alright, you wanna die, Mina? Take a book.
Oh no.
God, no.
Yeah, poke one of these books, see what happens.
She will not.
It's like that scene in Buffy where Xander reads out from the book and it bursts into fire, and Giles is just like, please don't read out the line.
Well, Mary isn't coming here at the very least at the moment, so
Has anyone checked these doors? Sorry, I just got back.
Oh no. We are free to walk around. This is administrative. Except for this door where it says beware entry.
Oh man.
Oh, cool. I'm walking through.
Well, it's follow code.
Yeah, I'll stay by the door if she shows up.
Nothing here. What is this steel?
There is a statue of a person reading, and the statue is moving and flipping the pages. The pages are made of stone, but they are moving like paper.
Cool.
Cole will run his hands down the side of the statue.
It raises its head and looks at you in confusion.
Come on, son.
Apologies, just seen something quite like that before. I was admiring the stone of your construction.
Just nods, slightly proud. The stranger also shouts out, "Oh yeah, hey! Someone get Cole to high-five the statue!" Everyone here was suggested to high-five the statue down here.
What can Cole tell the stone of this statue?
It is magical stone that is animated.
Is it stone that has been created magically, or is it stone that has been crafted magically?
It hasn't been created magically, but it has been then shaped and crafted into what it is, and then enchanted.
And I get a rough idea of the origin of the stone.
It's
What
probably
region?
it's probably
Or,
from
or even the art.
it's probably some mage from this college, and the stone was probably secured from some quarry here in what used to be this city. The city was carved out from giant mines, so there's plenty of different kinds of stone. So beyond that, there's not much to figure out.
Fair enough.
There is also
Locally
an
sourced.
Go ahead.
Oh, yes, no, sorry. Go on.
There's just some text above that says index.
Index.
Yeah, he immediately
I
shifts
thought
the
you said-
book. Go
I
ahead.
swear to God, I thought you said eating dicks, and I'm like, what?
No, it shifts the book and then shows a list of every book that is available in this structure, and like an index showing where you can find things.
Where would we find the most information on high-end illusions?
It turns the book around, flips around, and shows you a map with directions.
Excellent. Thank you.
I don't like this place.
You look any place?
I mean,
It's a lot more in depth than most of the mages I've had to interact with before. You said something about high-fiving the statue?
Yep.
Looking at the statue, is it also magically animated?
Oh yeah. But it isn't moving at the moment, but it did when everyone else started high-fiving it.
Excuse me, my colleagues have said that I'm supposed to high you.
Yep, it raises its hand to high-five you.
I will give it a high five.
It high-fives you back.
Is that your entire function?
It nods. And then points at the door to the side. And then points at itself. And then makes a, tensing its biceps as in showing it's probably guarding the door too.
Oh, looking at the sign, you said it said forbidden, or?
No. It says, what was it? I forgotten. Yeah. Do not enter something and beware. Beware, do not enter. Something like that.
Where can we find out why that area is forbidden?
It, in sign language, conveys something.
In common sign language or specific?
Common sign language.
Don't believe I have. Matter.
Nope.
Yeah.
Apparently they cannot speak, or at the very least not this one.
Anyone understand sign language?
yes, no,
Yeah.
actually,
He says, what? He shouts from down the corridor.
I was inquiring about this forbidden section over here, this beware section.
He just gets a big smile. Oh, don't worry. It won't kill you, but shouldn't enter, but you're free to if you wanna.
It's like,
May
what's the
I
point
ask-
of, like, don't enter signs? It's like, let's just fuck around and find out.
I mean,
I
me
ask-
will also try to search for the mark.
Go ahead.
What check is it again?
Charisma check. It's your spellcasting check.
May I ask what the threat is between the door?
The thread.
The threat.
Yeah, you'll only find out if you open it. He says. You can tell that he's smiling, and Mina, you do sense one more mark than your group. You see a bunch of boxes, Cole, and you feel a strange compulsion to organize. Make a charisma save. You fail. You are under the effect of a spell that makes you want to clean and organize all of the junk that has been thrown in here. Including wanting to organize the books so that they are in the right position.
We'll start doing that.
Yep.
So is Cole cursed?
Nope. This is the second level suggestion spell. No, wait, it's not the suggestion spell. It's a different one. That is a charisma one. But it's like suggestion. It makes you do things. It's mostly harmful, or mostly harmless.
Is he charmed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, funnily enough,
So-
I can.
Yep.
So, as an action.
What did you say, Cole?
I have a feature that lets me end that as an action, I believe.
Yeah. Maybe he wants you to save your spell slot, and it says archive on this door.
Can I open this door?
Yeah.
Oh, more books. Oh.
It says
oh no,
archive.
the book.
It's an archive.
Ooh, what's this book that's on this desk here that looks like someone's left it?
You can climb up and look at it, and when you do...
You know what's actually funnier if I do actually.
It's up to you. But you flip the book open by the bookmark, and you find notes on the books of who has borrowed them. And return dates.
Boring.
But it's all for teachers or, you know, the equivalents.
Can I open this door?
Yeah.
We're gonna die.
So the spell affect Cole, and then Cole just shake it off, turn around, walk and go, nice trick.
Yeah. It's a good way of, you know, getting people who are snooping about or unruly students getting a hard lesson in how magic works. 8 hours.
I'm honestly surprised. My friend already triggered that.
But yeah, free help for 8 hours organizing the library.
8 hours? Wow.
Yeah.
I guess I'm lucky I shook that up.
He goes,
shake it off, shake it off.
He actually looks like, not bad. Didn't expect that. But yeah, Mina, you sense one more mark.
Any direction?
Yep. Yep. This direction.
Yeah, she was also just perusing the book, seeing if there's anything about Drow, but
Can I open this door?
Yeah, you can open the door. And yeah,
there's people in here.
there are books of Drow. Both of them just turn to look at Bumble.
Oh god, can I just before?
Has anyone got any teeth?
Okay. Can I just roleplay Mina before people just rush in and open the door? So Mina could feel the mark over here.
In this direction.
Yes, and while she was also perusing the books.
Mhm.
So I'm guessing books first, then she'll comment on the mark to Will, because Will was the only one present before people rushed up here.
Mhm. You do see books on Drow and Duragar and Deep Gnomes.
Okay. I'm guessing like she's like looking for these books, and then she feels the mark, so she makes a mental note of that, and then she'll look at Will. Will, I sense the mark in that room over there. Good or bad? I don't know.
Mhm.
Well, we'll wait for everyone to get here before we press on.
Mina calls out.
Yeah.
I'm sensing the mark.
As you do that, Bumble and Solid have been just looking around, opens the door. Both of them just turn around and looks at Bumble and Solid and Will and just cock their heads.
I'm just gonna like pretend to be the tooth fairy and just be like, I heard someone was missing some teeth.
They both look at each other, then look at Bumble, confused.
Why am I the weird one of the group? God damn
Bumble?
it.
Yeah.
Mary just runs up and hugs you.
Oh, hi, Mary.
Yeah, she's the one who went up and went Bumble and just runs up and hugs you. And then looks at everyone
right.
else. And goes just, where's Cole and who the fuck are you?
No, first, no, you don't get to ask any questions. Where the fuck have you been? And secondly, where's your necklace, young lady?
She looks confused.
We've been searching for you all over. Will died. He's a puddle of skeletons.
What really happened? She turns to look at Solid and Bumble.
Probably not best to ask me. I was away for a little bit.
He just transformed into that the next day.
Oh.
Magically.
Oh yeah, Will turned into Henry Cavill.
Who? And okay, so you're Will and okay. Where's Cole?
High-fiving.
What's all the excitement? Oh, there you are.
Yeah, there he is.
She's gonna
I'm
run up.
inciting Mary.
Yeah, she's gonna run up and just hug Cole while still hugging Bumble. You get sandwiched between the two of them.
Jesus
It
Christ!
is
Oh
a
my
week.
god, it's like an absolute like fever dream. I'm like smushed between like Cole's pecs right now.
God.
Yeah, it is a weak puddle back.
I will add, Mina is also a bit suspicious after we know, because of what we know about.
Yeah, you can roll your own separate one if you want to.
I would rather see if I can give Will a d4,
Alright.
even though he rolled so high. But yes, we'll add a d4 to that roll.
From
I am on point with these goddamn force.
yeah, from what you can tell, she was just baffled first, and then just instinctually went to hug Bumble, and then kind of relieved with Mina acting like Mina, wary of you, and then just relieved and happy to hear Cole and just went to hug him.
Well, I'm sorry to burst this happy reunion bubble, but Jack isn't Jack, Mary. He's an imposter, and we don't know what
Not here, Mina. Mina, not here.
Oh, God damn it.
I need to get you a social awareness for dummies book.
I have the book. I just
The
haven't.
index shows the directions to that book.
I just haven't read it.
But no, Mina still have the friendship for dummies, but
Yeah.
she just
No,
hasn't.
that's friendship. That's friendship. Social awareness is about reading the room and understanding what to say and what not to say depending on your situation.
I just imagined there would be a chapter on that in the book.
Yeah.
This isn't a
Mary, is there somewhere quiet and private we can have a chat?
She's currently just sobbing and hugging you. And she is just...
It's important.
As you...
Things have happened.
Yeah, she just motions to the room that she was in. As you do, you see these two just are looking at Solid and getting really close to her face. As she says hi, one of them just opens their mouth and starts chewing on her hair.
Ew.
Oh.
What the?
Mina rushes over.
In we go. Everyone in.
They both just look confused as everyone's trying to push them in.
It's good to see you, boys. Come on, back up.
I don't know who you are, but I don't like you.
Solid, why are you small? I don't.
Like how big the icons are. I had to make her small.
Yeah.
Am I to take it that you've secured the area? Hmm?
She shakes her head and then just goes, "This is a private room at a mage college. It's as secure as it can be."
Okay, I know who the. Sorry, Cole. It was just before, like the two people. I know who they are, but what do I need to roll for Mina to figure out who they are?
Insight or
Insight.
investigation.
Let's just go investigation.
You got no clue.
You seem familiar, but I don't know why.
And she looks to Cole again.
Oh, sorry, Cole, go on.
This one just headbutts Mina.
Oh, God damn it. Okay, that confirms it. Oh, God damn it. Fuck.
Okay. Things have happened. Bad things.
Yeah.
I don't know if the stranger told you about the person asking questions, or was that after you separated? It was after you separated. That's right.
She just goes, when we were at the inn, one of them got distracted all of a sudden, and I just seized the moment to charm them and got them to, walk me away and convince them to let me go, that I wasn't involved. I took the cart and she motions to the two of them and just... I didn't know what to do, so I went into hiding.
That was smart. I'm gonna open with the really scary thing first then. Jack isn't Jack as far as we can tell. He may not have been Jack. He may not have been Jack since before we entered the city. Possibly when he wandered off.
There's a whole array of emotions that just washes over her face. But she doesn't show any signs of just disbelieving you. Maybe she just wanted it. You get the sense that maybe she had an inkling that it wasn't Jack, but just didn't want to believe it. That she was just desperately holding on that it was him.
At some point, we think he was replaced with the shapeshifter, which would explain the failed regeneration. He's also in possession of Mina's sword.
That gets her slightly confused.
And Mina is unable to call it back.
Yeah, remember that night at the inn where you were searching for him and I got attacked? I think when he left us, he went to my room and took the sword. That's why you couldn't find him, because he was gone.
In addition, the person who attacked Mina, as well as the small group that attacked her, appears to be connected to the death of Deliana and Talbot. as well as many others. We had a lead on them, we tracked them down, and there was a confrontation. In that confrontation, I accidentally. Hold on. Will, can you see who that is?
I'm going to open the door. It's nobody. I'm just going to slowly close the door and then reopen it.
Hey, don't be mean to Grandpa.
He just pats Bumble on the head, sits next to Mary, and he just gives her a shoulder hug.
I'm gonna sit on the stranger's knee, like Santa Claus.
As I was saying, I have been tricked into murdering the guild representative president.
She's just listening and taking it all in.
The person we were tracking was ready for us. They employed ironclad fire elements. I dispatched them, but the building set ablaze. And then I'll proceed to just debrief Mary on everything.
She listens and takes it all in and just...
But she has probably never seen Cole quite this dejected. She's known him the longest.
Yeah. And Cole, you can tell she is breathing heavily like she's on the brink of a panic attack. She is just desperately trying to hold it together at the moment. Yeah.
As far as I can see, we have points of interest as well. Sorry, we were going to say something.
She just stammers for a bit, and then she goes, I came here to research, to just figure things out. She motions towards the table, which one of the two of them is currently just knocking stuff off the table.
Will does not know, but he does have a high insight. He's going to pull out a little bag of sugar.
Mm-hmm. Do you have sugar in your
inventory? Cole was ahead of you.
I do have sugar.
Cole was going to pull out some of these sweets that he made earlier in the travel.
He has 2 servings of the good sugar and 20 servings of the regular sugar.
They both just walk up and start eating straight out of your hand, Cole. Yeah, that's Dante and Inferno.
I guess. From the hair eating.
Yeah, just Mary points out that this is Dante and Inferno.
How did you away the sugar? Because he knows he's by the door.
They are currently just eating that.
It's an illusion.
Yeah. No, not exactly.
Son, if you only realize that now. They headbutted me.
Yeah, they haven't had as much interaction with the horses as you have, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realized that as well. Oh, right, okay.
That's why one of them headbutted Mina. That's the thing.
Oh no, I thought they were just really like dumb, slow humans that they're trying to educate.
Wow.
I mean, Mina's not enrolled here, so that cannot be true.
No, that's why I was asking. Like, is there something Mina can roll? Because I knew instantly when I think it was the chewing on hair that was like, oh, okay, I get it. And then, but that's why I asked, like, is there something Mina can roll to figure it out?
Because, yes, this is Dante's Inferno, and Mary just shows her hand and shows the mark. I needed to hide us away. And she reaches into a pocket and pulls out a very tiny, about the size of her thumb, cart.
Tell you what, that spell better not wear off anytime soon, because otherwise we're gonna get crushed in this room.
Wait, Mary, you used the mark?
Yeah.
Cole will be so angry at you if he finds out.
And she looks to Cole.
What did she pull out with the after throwing them up?
She pulled out the cart. So small that it's comparable to the size of her thumbnail. A very tiny cart. I also used it on myself, and I didn't. I also used it on myself to change my appearance, but it didn't wear off, so I used Dispel Magic on myself.
You know what would be really funny is if you were able to like use the key inside that tiny little cart to enter, well not enter, but look into Sophie's shop, and then Sophie just sees this eye like as big as the door peering in on her.
That's not how it works. That would be funny, but that's not how it works.
Do you still have the key?
She just starts looking through her pockets and goes, "No."
Oh, great.
Wait, Mary, if you are willing to use the mark, why haven't you used it to wish Jack, like, in front of you? Like, I want my twin brother to be right in front of me right now, or something.
She looks at Cole first, and then back to you, Mina, and goes, "Consequences."
Consequences? Look at Dante and Inferno. They are rampart.
When we use the marks, I'm not certain, and she just glances at the stranger, he just nods. It's just a theory, but the bigger, more convoluted, or more it changes fate, I don't know, the bigger the ramifications. Cole used the mark on himself to do small things on just him. And the consequences were small. Yes. He used the mark on himself to make himself faster. So he could hit more.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about those.
And she points at the Dante and Inferno. And then she points at the small card in Mary's hand. And small wishes. I don't think that's literal. Wishing things small.
Mina.
That's an immediate targeted change.
I was thinking about using something like polymorph to change. It's a spell, it's magic. I was trying to replicate a spell to blend in, and this is what happened.
Fine. I'm still happy to see you. And I'm happy to see you too.
And she points at Dante and Inferno.
They just glance over and then look and realize sugar.
Oh, God.
They just reach out and grab the bag with their teeth and pull it out of your hands. And then proceed to put it on the table and start eating it. The stranger is going to speak up and say, "It's a theory that me and Mary have been working on." He takes out a notepad with every use that she and he have witnessed any of you using the mark. The full list. And what seems to have been the consequences for each and every one of them.
I don't actually seem to recall many of mine having any kind of The worst one, the semi haste thing that went on me, and the massive image exhaustion afterwards.
Mm-hmm. He goes, that's probably because of what this might be, and I have a theory.
Care to elaborate?
Yes, Mina. I believe these alter fate, as in trying to rewrite the world itself, but the bigger the change, the more convoluted or more people it involves, the bigger the area, etc. Or the more vague it is, the bigger the risk.
I thought Mina had already mentioned that was her theory, like it's about fate, because she connected it to how our lives were changed, our fates were changed.
Yep.
So,
I can't remember. No, I can't remember if I said it as Mina or if I said it as the player. Actually, coming to think of it,
It's been a running theory throughout the group.
Yeah. Okay.
We just haven't had anything specific to latch onto because Cole is magically the moron.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
So, a theory that I have, the stranger says, if you try to use this to replicate a spell, the risk may be lower. And apparently might be. But it might not work exactly how you want it. Motions towards Dante Inferno and the cart. Which, by the way, what did you exactly... How did you phrase it? Mary says that I wanted to get myself Dante Inferno the cart. I wanted us to be unnoticeable as we left, to not be found. And she just motions, I look different too. We all changed shape and size and appearance. We became...
Don't tell me Mary has a penis now.
Oh God.
No, I just used the spell magic on myself to
Slaps a
turn
stranger
myself
with
back. Mary just looks at me and we're done.
No, that was the player Mina saying that.
Well, at least we know that stop the effects using spell magic targeted.
Actually, stranger. In terms of your theory, then, why have we experienced getting some of the mark's power back before? What triggers that?
He thinks about it and goes, I have no concrete answer, but maybe when you either break fate or follow it or do something that involves it is the best I can come up with on a short notice. Maybe whoever or whatever granted you that mark thinks that you are doing what you're supposed to. I don't know.
I just thought of a name for our group then. Governor.
I don't know why I turned British for a moment. Mina says,
We're the fate bringers. That's pretty cool. Sounds good.
But you're trying to break and destroy fate.
Fate destroy. That doesn't sound
Fate
cool.
breakers.
Fate breakers. Yeah. Good one, Bumble.
I don't know. Sounds kind of lame.
Colt's Misfits. I'm going with that still.
I'm not a misfit. I fit in a lot of things.
Look at God's mistake. And Mina points. That's Inferno.
They both turn around and just looks at her, huffs, and both of them are gonna walk up and headbutt her. In unison.
Oh, I wish there was a gift for it. It's my favorite quote from Tropic Thunder, where he's trying to speak Chinese, and he says like, "Witness God's mistake," and reveals Jack Black on that fucking cow. Well, anyway, Mina's like, "Oh God, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it."
They both glare at you like bullshit. They don't believe you. Huh. I haven't noticed any lags on my part anyways at the moment.
Just experiencing my usual lag. Occasional drops in audio, stuff like that. So yeah, we have allies. The Hellhounds pugilists are assisting us. They know everything that's happened in the city. Please. Okay. Whoever is behind this and has modified the memories have taken the box. That's a concern. Do we have any idea who took the key?
The key? Mary just points at the card that says it's inside.
I thought the idea was you were going to keep the key on you.
I know, but I put the key in the card before.
That's
she has hangs her head low.
Mary, it's fine. Can you send a message to Sophie?
I'm gonna look if she has the sending spell.
I thought she did.
Yeah, I do. I don't know if it will reach her, but I can try.
You don't have to do it now, but just to let her know the situation we're in. Maybe if we can find somewhere safe, we can set the card up and dispel on it.
She goes, there's just... She takes out the thing that she had inside of her pocket, which is a small lead-lined box. Not the same that you had the portable hole in, but a small one. Okay. I've been keeping the cart inside so it can be tracked.
It's amazing.
Yeah, if we, well, make it bigger, we'll have to prevent anyone from, searching for it.
Yeah, no, it'd just be nice if there was a retrieve the key.
I know, I've been thinking about it, but we'll have to find a place where we won't be found, and then I can set up a, private sanctum. It shouldn't be possible to scry on us there.
Do you remember where in the car you put the key?
She nods, and she has a small storage box next to the beds. They put valuables inside and then lock it.
Well, are you still good with those fiddly tools for opening and closing things?
Mary just goes, I have that key. I can still unlock that one. I just put important stuff inside. She's clearly teary-eyed.
Do you use tools as well, but I think you're a bit more dexterous than I am. Perhaps we could extract the key, try a targeted dispel on that.
The entire cart, which is, to be fair, the real size of the cart is comparable to the room you're inside in.
Yeah.
You're having to find a key inside of a locked box inside of a miniaturized one that is the size of your nail, your thumbnail.
Hence my thought of using precision working tools.
We also have someone who can get very small.
It's just a thought, just a theory, just a question, putting it out there.
I've been trying to get it out too, using things like Mage Hand and whatnot, but I haven't had much luck.
I have Mage Hand.
We have Bumble here who can become very small.
Oh yeah,
Not small.
I have
don't-
the spell reduced. Oh,
Yeah. The thing is,
I'm a small creature. Make use of me.
you become tiny. And when you are
Yeah.
tiny, you have to somehow, with objects, try to pick out a locked chest inside of a super tiny little cart. Feasibly,
Something that's tiny in something that was huge, where the something huge is now diminutive, smaller than tiny.
yeah. But if we find a place where we can set up the cart, I can dispel it and get the key out and set up a private sanctum. If we have a base,
The hellhounds are helping us. They've given us a safe haven.
yeah, I can do it there when you take me there, show me the way. But she takes a deep breath. The table, the books over there. She points.
Well, that's part of the reason we came here as well. I had 3 avenues of investigation that seemed the most likely to me. One of them involves the sealed section here, specifically regarding illusions.
Her eyes actually sparkle a little bit as she raises her eyebrows and yeah, she points at the books again. I got in.
I could have
You
gotten
remain.
I just politely asked them for an aptitude test, and I can use 7th level spells, which makes me an archmage. They offered me a job,
Oh,
and I said I would
starts
consider
giggling.
it.
I can use
So
some.
that must have scared the hell out of them.
Oh yeah, it was real fun. Kinda.
I hope you downplayed. I hope you downplayed your abilities.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was thinking about only using a 5th, but I used a 7th level fireball.
Nerd.
Both her and the stranger just turned to look at me now.
What?
Bard! Both are shout at you.
Man, it'll be a real shame if someone throws sugar at you.
Both horses perk up.
Okay. Excellent work. How much more time do you think you need at the moment?
I got the books, but they would prefer us not leaving the campus with the books since I didn't actually take the job and I just said I was here to study but would consider working here. She starts mumbling forward about how she was being constantly bombarded by several of the academia trying to, recruit her, hire her.
What if I take the books and I just like hippity hop outside?
That won't work. This place is protected against conjuration and teleportation.
How convenient! I have to kill our way out of here. Oh no! How sad I will be.
Mina, I really don't want to kill anyone else unnecessarily.
I was joking. God damn it!
It didn't sound like a joke, Mina.
Joking. I need you to stop joking about casual murder.
I mean, they are assholes.
He wasn't.
I mean, they could say the same about you in some parts, but you're still alive.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm
stranger
alive.
goes,
I won't be.
Mina, I know you're not good at understanding other people's emotions. Mary is exhausted and not doing good right now. She doesn't need this. And Cole was tricked into murdering what might be an innocent man, and you are talking about murder as a joke without taking his feelings into account. Please stop.
That's the thing. I wouldn't be tricked into it. I would do it willingly. Okay.
Stop.
Fine.
I get that you're frustrated, but fighting amongst ourselves does not help.
I'm not fighting anyone. Look at Cole. He's smiling. He's trying to hide it. Look at that little smile.
Cole, don't go silent on me.
Cole is just waiting for the Mina isms to stop.
Mina sighs and like makes a sipping motion over her own lips. Yep.
Mary, how much longer do you need to go over what you've got access to?
She goes, I don't know. There were hundreds of books. I managed to narrow it down, but it will take time. The stranger just says, I'll stay with her and the two of them.
Okay, we'll carry on to the Bright Crown, see if we can get access to the coroner's office, see if we can find any ideas of where stabbing might be found. We'll come back this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mary just goes, that wasn't a joke. There's really someone called stabbing Mike trying to be president, but the stranger goes, yeah, that's
the other guy's name was Asshole. I mean, come on.
She just wasn't a joke. She actually starts laughing a little bit.
Apparently not. Oh, also apparently this is where Talbot came from originally. Talbot and Liliana.
Oh.
So that's another kick in the gut.
Huh. Yeah. Oh fuck. She goes,
Okay. If you need to leave before we get back, the stranger can get you to the Hellhounds.
Yeah.
They're very, very happy to help, considering the amount of money I throw at. Also, I'm pretty sure they're less inclined to try and backstab us, not only because of the pugilist code, but also they have a rough idea of how capable I am blindfolded.
Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna get to work, Mary says, and the stranger just sticks by her and is going to stay here and help her out.
Cole will actually intercept Mary as she goes to walk past, give her a proper hug.
Yeah, and she
now is that time to...
She just hugs back. She stays there for a good few minutes.
I'm so glad you're okay.
She just nods and barely whispers you too. And then she wraps her arms around both down in Inferno and drags them along before she goes to sit and starts getting to work.
You boys keep her safe, okay?
They don't speak, but they both turn to look at you with determination in their eyes and just nod and kicks their feet because they don't have hooves. It looks very comedical.
You know what? Give me a second. I will try to at least teach them how to use their forearms.
They just kind of flop about. They have
no
control about it at all. No grace. But they do know how to kick.
Okay, kicks and headbutts, okay? Focus on that. Swing the arms to get in the way of the block.
They just turn their entire body and just swing it like a limp arm at each other, like limp noodles, and then headbutt each other and huff.
And Cole will get them by the shoulders and bring them into a three-way headbutt.
They agree. They headbutt back. And they are strangely happy about this. Now that you can actually see their smiles. Their human smiles. They are starting to have facial expressions like a human. It's really weird.
Okay, everyone. Now,
if you train them, they can start coming levels in your class.
Oh, that would be so scary.
Yeah, that would
War
be
them with the
horrifying.
white stuff, and they'll do anything.
We've seen what they can do so far. Imagine them with Moxie.
Oh boy.
Who needs 50 feet of movement when you can just run 100?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess off to the coroner's office and see if we can get access to the body and figure out what the hell to ask it.
All right. You leave without much of an issue.
Yeah.
The person that was sitting in the front just asked if you found who you were looking for.
Yeah,
But they
not
are
a
more,
problem.
yeah, they are more just asking to be polite rather than trying to get too personally invested because, you know, you might not be into that. He's just being polite. But yeah, you're going for a coroner's office in the Bright Crown district.
Yep.
You have no idea where it is at the moment, except that it's there.
Huh. Walk around looking for any signs that indicated the signs should be in common, dwarvish, or walkish. I speak two of those.
Mina can understand and speak Orcish, if that's a proper limo. Okay.
Did she inadvertently learn that because there are several kinds of grunts in orc tongue?
I think the initial idea why she speaks giant and orcish is that they are sometimes really strong fighters, and the sword would have led her to those two specific species, and she sort of learned through that. I think that was the original argument when we made originally.
Hmm?
It might not hold water now, but as the story evolved. But
Yeah.
Yeah. Orcs and Orogs would have also been used as guards in Underdark Society.
that makes sense. That also makes sense. Yeah.
Not
So
in
that's the only
Drow, but yeah,
Yeah.
but to Duragar and other stuff like that. Yeah, orc mercenaries.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
that was the general idea. Yeah.
but you are now entered the Bright Crown district and you still don't see any sirens, you don't see wanted posters of your faces, you don't see anything. You don't hear anyone, you don't see people taking specific note of you. You expect there
If
to be something, but
Oh, yeah. I will ask someone for directions to the coroners. I'll say that we're looking for someone. We're exhausting every resource. If they're dead, they may have been taken there.
they make an investigation. People are more than willing to help because they make assumptions like, oh, you have someone that was apparently one of the guards and they may be dead, and go, yeah. They point out as best as they can there are several places. But looking into it a bit more, you realize that that would be for commoners. And then trying to ascertain and basically a process of elimination, you narrow it down to one particular, what would be mortuary, morgue, and undertaker.
Okay.
That would take about an hour. If there's anyone that wishes to do anything during that hour, you would basically have something that you can do on the move. So you cannot sit down and craft for an hour, but
Can I try and get an omen back?
yes, you can. That is a success.
Oh god.
Gizmo.
But you do find this, and you do get that one back, Bumble.
Awesome.
I mean, Cole. I could try and contact. Oh well, again, try and see if I can speak with the sword again. If you want an update.
If you think you can do so, go for it. If you think it's reluctantly being held away from you, go for it.
It's more that I don't know how this exactly works. I'm guessing that if I contact it, then it also knows where I am. I'm not an expert in this bullshit.
And you're asking
Well,
the least qualified person here about magic.
I mean, you seem pretty rational.
put you in a dark room, so I can't see anything.
Maybe I could also close my eyes, I guess.
I thought Mina was supposed to be a sorcerer.
Oh, she's a
Uh,
warlock.
They still use magic though.
Yeah, no, the entire idea is that it isn't Mina's magic, it's the sword's magic. Basically, she isn't a magic user. She gets all the power from the sword. So,
Oh, so you're kind of like a fighter, but your sword is the warlock.
I mean, Mina is as a like just a noble princess, right? Like literally, like just not having any specific abilities and stuff. That's at least that's kind of the idea. That's why I sometimes play her as like she cannot cast a spell, yada yada yada, because she doesn't really know magic. It's all borrowed from somewhere else.
Oh, right. So your sword's like your deity that you get the magic.
Or patron is the specific word, but
Patron,
yeah, the
that's it.
equivalent. They are basically, a patron is someone that grants magic to their warlocks. And they can also take that away from them.
Actually,
Yeah, they can.
that's something that's been thrown up is the warlock being able to take the powers or not for both ways.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But they are the ultimate one that owns it, and it is up to each DM and each group to decide that for themselves.
Oh yeah, no. This is just how we we are playing it out, right? Because I imagine Mina just being a like again a noble, but not like she has any adventuring skills or anything. A bit like a farmer, like a common farmer picking up a magic weapon and suddenly being powerful, something like that. That's the general idea.
But you do find a place that you believe to be it. Unless there's anything else anyone wishes to do in that hour.
Nope, nothing.
I mean, since we're walking, I don't think Mina can do the thing. Unless the group wants to give her a moment.
You can
she
sit
will-
down and, rest for 10 minutes while Cole is standing in the street talking with some guards or some other people and asking questions.
Okay, she will try that. Try that.
You can do that, but taking an hour to train and practice and fight or try to craft something requires you to stay in one place and focus on that.
Yeah, no, I was thinking of contract, seeing if she
Yeah.
can contact the sword.
You will have the time for that. Because that's
I'm
not
gonna use my
10-minute thing.
daily ability.
Five questions. Yes, no, maybe, never, irrelevant, unclear.
Oh, God. I'm just gonna wing it as Mina. I'm not gonna metagame this and ask the group. So okay.
She could also, as in character, inquire about ideas of what to ask. But that's up to you.
Okay, yeah, no, you know what? Yeah, okay. She because she just mentioned it to Cole, so she will sit down, close her eyes, trying to focus, and and then she will say, "Okay, okay, what? Any idea what you want to know? What I should ask? Else I'm just gonna wing this."
General gist would be: is it working with Jen? Does it know how it's being held? If not,
Cole, you're cutting out a little bit. Could you type out the questions in?
I believe it was.
Yeah.
Is it working with Jack, or how is it being controlled?
Would that be 2 questions? Okay, I'll try.
Those
Mina.
were suggestions he was giving, anyways.
Yes. Mina will be like, okay. I don't know if you can hear me, but are you working with the fake Jack willingly?
Irrelevant.
God damn it! Don't be like that. Why are you being so defiant?
The question is, are you willingly working with Jack? And the answer was irrelevant. It wasn't yes, it wasn't no, it wasn't maybe. It wasn't
No,
yes, it
that's
wasn't no.
I'm thinking Mina like like I imagine her like a bit like gesture sometimes wastes because he goes on a rant like something like that. So Mina is just like angrily being like, "Why are you being so defiant?"
But I assume that you also convey what their answer is to everyone.
Not yet. No, not yet. No,
Okay.
no. Mina goes into her angry mode.
so what is the answer to that second question? Why are you being so defiant?
All right.
Yep.
Why? It would be hatred.
Okay, but listen. You and me are bound together. You realize this. I realize that. So we need to work together. Okay? So okay, yeah, I guess okay comes with a question mark. So that's the
No,
third one.
you obey.
Listen to me, you little shit. And I'm guessing Mina is just sitting here, like ranting all this out loud. Listen to me, you little shit. I'm trying really hard to understand you, and I'm trying to help you, believe it or not. But you need to help me as well.
No.
Cole, I think we have one question left. I think I kind of went on a rant there.
What does it want from you?
Oh, good one. What do you want from me?
Death. Your death. Your body. Your soul. Your suffering. And it starts going through everything, like all of your hatred, all of your anger, all of your emotions, all of your sorrow, your pain, your suffering, for you to suffer, for you to die. It just keeps on spewing hatred.
I'm okay, so I'm guessing like at this point Mina isn't like speaking as herself, like it's almost as the sword is speaking through her mouth. Her voice changes as she just repeats these things. Your death, your suffering, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like
But it's
in that
more
moment.
snarling, it's hissing, it's more draconic and dragon-like.
Exactly. And Mina like you see Mina's right hand raising up, and she just slaps herself hard across the face to snap out of it, and the connection is broken. I'm not gonna do that again for some time. That was not fun.
I don't pretend to understand how the stuff works, Nina, but that is definitely a sick relationship.
Oh, no shit! I don't understand either. Okay, I'm focus. Mina, focus. The others need you. Whew. Okay, okay, okay. I'm. Let's just, for now, pretend that didn't just happen and focus on the mission ahead. Okay.
Okay.
After a few minutes walk, you would get to the Undertaker. You are in front of the front door. I believe you should be on the map.
Yeah. Is there any sign saying open, closed?
No, it just says Undertaker.
Is there any sign that says push or pull?
Huh. Yes,
Cole
there
just
is.
opened.
It says push. No, it says pull.
Which one is it?
Pull. On the outside it says pull, because if not you would push into the couches on the inside, slamming into people's knees all the time.
Oh god, I imagine.
Sounds like a them problem.
Yeah, until you're the one sitting there. A grieving spouse crying when your head and knee get slammed by a door. Shears you right up.
Hey, you stop thinking about spouse. Win-win situation.
You see this woman with her hair tied up into a big bun on the back of her head. She reads the book and then goes, "Oh, why hello there. Welcome. My condolences for whatever losses you may have inquired and incurred." And she looks at, is that a fairy? Huh. Extra small.
Never gets old.
Extra small coffins. A new
Not
business
for
venture.
me.
Oh, no, for whoever you lost, of course. Pet-sized ones for fairies. She notes something down.
Just start thinking about a new business endeavor into the Fey world.
Yep.
Yes, we understand that there was a body found in the fire.
Relight the fire.
She
Sorry.
goes,
We're here to find out whether or not they were our employer.
oh, I see. Of course. Please wait a moment.
Oh god, stop. Oh god. Face. Oh.
What face?
The NPC, when you turned her, it just looks so creepy, like the
Yeah, it caught me off guard, not gonna lie.
Why?
Yeah.
It's just so, like, because I'm zoomed in on the map, and then, like, suddenly it's just his face.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird, and for some reason none of the tokens have vision. So when I select them, everything goes dark. Which is apparently not for these ones. Alright. She walks into the back and is going to be gone for a moment. Do you do anything during that time?
Cole's just patiently waiting.
Yeah, and I think Mina is still a bit out of it, but she's trying to keep her like keep it together for the group, right? So she's just also just standing, leaning against this counter here.
Will?
Will would be just kind of sitting back, just listening to everything.
All right. Bumble?
I want to open this door.
It's locked.
Hey, what's behind this door?
There are no signs
That's where they
except
keep all the
employees.
small bodies.
Just employees only is the only thing that says on the door.
Bumble, you're worse than me right now. Come, just come sit next to me. Be patient. We can wait.
Solith?
Yep, 1 second.
Oh, tripod. All right. Oh.
Don't worry. Cole got this. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
So, Solith, are you doing anything while you're waiting for them to come back?
She's just standing around.
All right.
Oh god, I was thinking something really morbid, but it wouldn't make sense for Mina to do it. It was just to look if there's names on the coffins, and any of them has our names.
Please keep those thoughts to yourself.
yeah.
Anyways, while you do that, she says, "Everyone, if you would please follow me."
Bumble, you first. I don't like the looks of her.
She smiles and just waves without any. Just down the hall, straight down the hall.
Okay, Salith, you stay close to me, okay? Man, you're creepy.
Yep.
As an aside, the map's doing that thing again here.
It's being fucking weird.
Yeah, I can see
It's
some
a
of this.
tiny little. Yeah.
It is so weird looking through it. It's so cracked open with the light.
Yeah, it actually looks pretty cool. These lines here.
Yep. But feel free to ignore it.
Yeah.
Are there any discarded clothes that would fit me that are really nice and pretty?
You're searching for death. Oh
That
god.
one was supposed to be locked. My bad. But yeah, you go into what looks like a kitchen.
Why
Are
would a
you-
mortuary?
Are you? They might live here, but are you all going in there?
That's.
Yep.
I'm waiting for Solid to follow.
I think Solith is AFK.
She was, but not anymore. As there is going to be several people that are just going to walk in, close those doors behind you rapidly, and lock them. As these ones, this one that stepped in just tells all of you, politely all of you, step away from this door and move back towards the walls.
Damn it.
Respectfully.
Are they wearing a uniform?
Yes. The ones that you saw coming behind you were also wearing uniforms.
Does it look like a militia uniform of the city, or is it something else?
Roll a investigation. From what you can tell, why are you rolling charisma?
To add a d4 to that, but I didn't
Yep.
know it was a 20. So
Just use my guidance.
Yeah.
Just
Cole, they look like mercenaries. Like a mercenary band. This one is waiting for Bumble to move back.
oh,
Are they a band I recognize?
No. They might be a more local.
Everyone? Yes.
This one is going to try to push Will back 5 feet. Yeah, and this one motions for Bumble to also move back and hover.
Jesus Christ! I'm a tiny person.
Yeah, they can technically not occupy your space.
If you head down where the apples are there, they wanted us away from the door.
Mm-hmm. As they are
Down here.
moving like this, you see a very small,
Ew.
short gnome walk in. You recognize their face, having seen it on the posters. In Sophie's newspaper, Stabby Mike is going to walk in. Now, imagine my surprise when I suddenly have a bunch of people show up asking about the burnt house that hasn't been made public knowledge and say they work for my political opponent. Now, this is a very strange situation.
You might have also heard that I was looking to get in contact anyway. I'm Cole Darren.
He raises an eyebrow. No, I have not. You do realize also
And
that
so-
it has only been a few hours, but sure.
Are you related to somebody called Steve the accountant?
They just go, I may have an accountant named Steve in my employ.
That's a 31 insight.
About what specifically?
Him lying and just
About
getting a feel.
what?
Cole, not knowing Cole, and stuff like that.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to know Cole.
It's possible they might have got down here yet.
Yeah, like Cole figured. It's only been a few hours. They might not have reached him yet.
Okay, I put out feelers in the hellhounds. Obviously, we're aware of the fire. We're aware that someone died in there.
But that's the thing. How do you know that when no news have been spread whatsoever? No one is supposed to know that Mr. Hole is dead.
Oh, quite simply, I'm the guy that was magically fooled into doing it.
He just raised his eyebrow. That is a very odd thing to say.
But it's the honest thing to say.
A sequence of high-powered illusions were employed. A particular target of personal interest was involved. They may be your ally, they may be your enemy. This may all be employed to take power from you, for all I know.
That's funny considering the fact I haven't even been elected yet.
No, but now you have a position.
Oh no.
Unless
No. That's the thing. Because my political opponent has been killed, I cannot attend office. Because I'm the prime suspect of having been the one to orchestrate or killing myself or whatever else. I will have no chance of being elected this time, which means I have to wait 4 years if I want to try again. Regardless.
alternatively, a person who put us on this path obviously has their own agenda.
Oh.
Working with us would hopefully reveal who they are, their whole deception, and leave you in a position to be recognized as a hero of the city.
Oh, I am already a hero. I am loved by countless people here, and hated by some. I don't need any of that. What I need is answers, because as much as I wanted to take a stab at him, I didn't hate the man.
Well,
No.
a person like you might have sorry, Will go. Cole and Will go on.
As
I was
soon
gonna
as
say-
starts talking, Cole wants to just lay his hand on her shoulder and try to stop her.
No, Mina was actually not. No, that's okay.
Even when Mina wants to help, it is invariably bad.
No, yeah, okay, no. Mina shuts up as she feels Cole squeeze her shoulder.
And Will, you were gonna say?
I was gonna say out loud, unless the person that's been framing us is trying to make it so he can get someone else above into the presidency over our friend here, so they have power to do other things and get away with other things.
He just smirks and goes, "You don't know the first thing about politics, especially not this town. No one gets
Well,
elected
I
for
don't know
4
much about
years.
this town.
No one
I
gets
don't know much
elected for
about this
4
world either.
years. And guess what? They're gonna set up a council amongst all of the guilds. All of the heads have to work and cooperate in unison for 4 years until the next election. But the thing is, I don't know what to make of this weird troop of elves, a fairy and a human, perchance.
I'm
And
willing to answer
still,
your questions.
that's the thing. I am not sure that even if you are believing to believe that you tell the truth, know that you are.
So
Because
you're aware that my memory has been used on a large scale.
they raise an eyebrow. Huh. That's the thing about double spies, just perfectly falling into my lap. A whole bunch of people with answers and questions. Well, let's roll the dice. Let them in, boys. He will walk inside. This door is gonna close. These ones are gonna unlock. As these ones are gonna escort you to this door.
Cole is trying to make his way in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They-
I've lost the ability to target from underneath.
They are... They close that door. Because they are trying to keep you from getting actually close to him. So they are
Oh, okay.
funneling you
No, that's-
through the other way.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
He sits down on a chair that he moves around, as I couldn't get this to be an empty table to have, a body rest on. We'll have to make do.
They immortalize everyone in stone.
Only if they are well
That way
liked.
the animals can... That's why. So the animals can't get it. It's perfect cover story.
Mm-hmm. The guards are gonna come in. They're going to lock the doors. So, I guess we should have a conversation. As you walk in and you see what is a stone slab with President Dick's broken and charred body lying on it, apparently. And that's where we're gonna end this session, because this is gonna be a longer conversation. Go ahead.
Before we do go, can I make a quick appraisal of the combat potential of these mercenaries?
Oh yeah. Insight.
Oof, I wish it was something else, but
Two things. I
Hmm?
let's see.
If you
No,
cast a spell, people
Oh,
will notice. Keep in mind.
yeah.
This is not necessarily a position to cast a spell willy-nilly.
yeah, it has verbal components. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
If they have somatic, you have to move.
You don't want to get bolted like Jester.
But yeah, you look them over and they seem capable. They are probably not on your level by any means, but they should be at the very least good, comparing to normal people. They are definitely better than the town guard at the very least.
Yeah.
So they look well organized, well trained, well disciplined, and very good at what they do. But they are probably not war veterans or, super special secret super soldiers or anything. But you're not 100% sure either. Is there anything anyone wants to do before we end the session besides this?
I don't think so.
I mean, this is it's just. I mean, maybe this just the way you roleplay the creepy guy, but it did literally give me Steve the Accountant vibes. Is there anything I can roll to check if this is
Insight.
inside? Okay. Okay.
You do realize that there is
honestly,
more than one sleazy person in the entire universe.
No, he just. I don't. It was
if
just.
this Steve the accountant, I don't think he would have been able to resist poking fun at Cole.
That is true. It was just like it just gave me so many Steve the Accountant vibes. I had to do something.
Steve has a bit of a grudge against Cole, let's face it.
Mm-hmm. But no, this doesn't seem to be Steve. He doesn't talk or act like him. He doesn't have the same mannerism as him. This seems to be an adventurer, a skilled and seasoned adventurer who is now going into a political game, which means, politics, sleaziness, and all that entails. He doesn't give you the vibe of Steve from that role anyways.
Okay.
Alright. If there's nothing else, this is where the session ends, as you will start next session having a talk with Stabby Mike.
I'm going to go.
See you guys next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, take care.
No.
Hopefully we'll have a game tomorrow. If not, I guess I'll catch you when I catch you.
Yep. And I hope you get better too.
Oh, I'm sure it's just the bolognese from last.
Everyone pops on a server. I'm going to actually test out something, see if it works. If you want to send out the test board,
Yeah.
do it right over here. I want to see if I got it to work.
Yep.
Because if I can get it to work, that means we can use it. Just I have to manually keep the HP going.
Yeah.
Nope.
Hmm.
I don't. I cannot. So I have to manually.
Yeah. Like I said,
Wait,
most of it broke.
no, wait. What? You trying to use a weapon, Will?
Yeah, but the problem is that it doesn't have health, so I can't use it.
No, but did you remove the versatile thingy as we have been talking about?
The thing is, Mina, it has no health, so it's not registering. It's alive.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that. That is.
What I'm saying, Mina, is I have a pet, and the pet
Ah,
isn't registering that it's alive. Its health says NAN,
okay, okay.
and I can't modify the health at all.
I'm going to
But
create
I
a
have.
new actor.
I had the same. Have been having problem with updating.
Yeah. But hey, I made a second one. I'm going to give you ownership of. You can probably just drag stuff over to it. And there.
I will quick see.
With this, you should be
The thing
able
is, it
to
doesn't.
drag over those and give it hit points and whatnot.
Let me modify the hit points real quick. See. Right, maximum.
But yeah, with that you can test it out to see if it works.
That might have done it. I think it's because it's registered as a creature versus. I will get the health.
It might have broken simply due to the update. It might be something stupid like that. But for now,
All right. I'm gonna throw it on the map, see if I can just do